Thank you for being here, man. This is Leo Rockwell for the 1-6 Scale Man YouTube channel. Greetings and welcome to the 1-6 Scale Man proudly presents. You know what it is, man. This is Collectors Lounge International on a Sunday fun day. I'm your host, Leo Rockwell for the 1-6 Scale Man YouTube channel. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you're always up to date as to what's going on over here, because you never know what X will say when he says it, because he is in rare form. He is taking off the therapist glasses and he's coming out to play. That's what it is, man. All day, every day. So anyway, thank you guys.
You let me off the leash.
Let me go off the leash.
X Unchained.
You already know, but definitely thank you for being here as always. And everybody out there, if you're not familiar, then we've changed a new term now. If something is really weird, it's something that's said is like, wait, what? It's no longer pause. It's pause whiz. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes. Here as always. Anyway, without further ado, I'm not here by myself. Let me just bring in this incredible panel with us. First, starting off, ladies first, we got Mandy in the building. What's going on, Mandy? How are you?
Hello. Not a lot, really. It's just bloody hot here. But it's nice to see you guys again. It's been a couple of weeks for me because I was a bit snotty and a bit full of cold last week. But all good this week, and it's just lovely to hang out with you.
Yes,
Spend some time with my lovely boys.
Yes.
And everybody else, of course, in the chat. You know, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, Mandy, did you ever see those videos? They're going around now. One of them's my favorite. I forget what the name of because I have them on Instagram. I've been following them, and it's a husband and wife. And what she does is she comes to the front of the camera. She's like, "My husband has a collection. He's going to tell you about it, and you're going to listen." You know what I mean?
No, I'm not.
And then she's like, "Yeah, it's." I'm gonna sing.
I've seen that.
You seen it?
I've seen that
because he's a Lego collector, but he collects everything Star Wars, and he talks about it. It is phenomenal, but it's funny because she narrates the whole thing, gets from the camera, and says, "You know what? You're going to listen to him," and then she moves out the way.
Brilliant.
I'm gonna get you to do that one time, Mandy. I'm gonna have to get you. Anyway, thank you for being there as always.
Thank you for having me.
Next up, we got Prop Wiz, aka Pause Wiz. The building. What's going on with you, brother?
Yeah, man, just living life, bro. Glad to be here. Feeling pretty good, man. I got to meet a hip hop legend yesterday, MC Sparky D. Old school MC. He used to battle Roxanne back in the day.
Yes, Sparky D, bro. People don't.
Bro,
come on, man. Yeah,
dude, she spit a verse live yesterday.
Yeah. Word.
Yes, gave us a whole 16, man. Just flawless. 60 plus years old.
And
rapping,
still got it.
Stage presence. Man. So real dope, man. And of course, glad to be here, man, because this is the show that, makes me famous, man. Every time I get on air on here and I walk the streets, people be grabbing me, asking for autographs or whatnot. So I'm here. I'm here now, baby. Thank you.
Yeah, man, definitely, bro. Appreciate having you here as always, man. Always it's a pleasure to have you. And actually, when I set out the call, you'd be like, "Yeah, I got you." So appreciate that, man.
Got it, yo. Put up the symbol. I'm here, baby.
Yeah, you already know, man. Next up, we got Chewy's Bandolier in the building. And in rare form as always. I love the shirt, bro. The shirt is incredible. Man.
Oh yeah,
I love the t-shirt, bro. I'm loving that t-shirt. That is incredible.
I know. This is one of my favorite ones. A friend of mine gave me this for a birthday present one year.
Amazing, bro. Amazing. How you doing, man?
I'm good. It's funny. I wasn't the one doing all the exercise yesterday, but I ended up we walked. we did a good hike after that, and it was hot out yesterday. It's hot out today.
Yeah.
But I got my workout too. So I don't feel like I'm a fraud.
Hey, you had to walk from position to position, though.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you did get your core workout. You got everything in, bro. You did what you had to do.
I got my steps in, and I got my cardio. Yeah. And then when we got home, I fell asleep on the couch sitting up.
You already know, man.
That's proper old man sleep. That is, Rob. Sitting up.
I literally was just like,
Yeah, you already know.
It was the worst. It was, but it was fun.
Oh,
It was good.
Yeah.
We had a good time, and as always, this is a good time. So
Oh,
I'm really
man.
happy to be here. Thanks as always for having me on.
So glad to actually have you here as always, man. We always appreciate you. And last, but certainly not least, man. I mean, come on. Never. What's going on, man? We got X in the building. Press X to continue. What's going on, bro?
You make it sound like I've already done something. And
Yo, it's I'm preparing for what's to come in the future, bro. I can see what's going to happen before it happens. So
I'm like, Lael, not to scare you or anything, but I'm just getting started.
It's just
It's just I'm absolutely chuffed to be here, Mandy.
Hey.
Nope.
Hey.
You go ahead and explain what that word means.
Excited, happy.
Okay.
Is that right?
It's like all the exciteds, all the
Don't-
happies, all the smiles, all the best stuff. I'm really chuffed to be here. Yeah.
Okay,
Really
I'm about to start
chuffed to be
using that. Thank you.
Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, but no. Aside from being chuffed, I'm no, things are going great. Sunday's off to a good start. I woke up this morning and I did something I used to do when I was like 7, 8, 9, where I used to watch Saturday morning cartoons and eat, sugary cereal. Except today I watched Looney Tunes and I was drinking coffee. I'm like, this is what I was missing when I was like 6 years old, was coffee.
Yeah.
This is what was missing from my diet while watching Saturday morning cartoons. So yeah, so I'm riding that high, and I'm here to talk some plastic with all y'all. And I'm sure there are no controversies whatsoever, or controversies whatsoever. Controversy, exactly. The emphasis on the wrong syllable.
That's right.
But yeah, it's always great to be here, and I'm excited to see all y'all and everyone here in the chat. So let's do it. Let's go.
Controversies made of aluminium.
Aluminium,
Just
bro.
aluminium.
Aluminium. You already know, man. Thank you
Oh,
for
I
being
feel
here.
so at home now. I feel so at home.
This is gonna be ace.
Yes.
You already know, man. Hey, Mandy, listen. I already talked to Toya, and I told her, like, look, my plans are in full motion to leave here, and move, like literally, move to England, to Europe. Like literally,
So cool.
my plans are in motion. Like I'm trying to make it happen. Like I literally, we talk about it all the time. She gets tired of me talking about it. But there's plans in motion. I'm trying to get out. Yeah. And not just because of anything else. It's just because I just love it.
Oh, so you gonna leave us here to the drama? With the drama?
We can
anything
go
else.
boating down the river at Stratford. We can stop off for some like scones and some tea, and it'll be ace.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Jones.
Hey, you already know.
Yes.
You already know. Anyway, definitely thank you for being here and everybody out there with us. I do want to talk about something real quick. Actually, no, I'm gonna save it. Because I'm gonna put somebody in the chat on blast in a second. I'm gonna put him on blast in just a second. We're gonna get there in a minute. We're gonna get there in a minute. And I hope he's shaking in his boots right now. We're gonna get to him in a minute. Anyway,
Is it Renz?
we're gonna get to it in a minute.
I'm just going down the list of people. I'm like, is it Zokito? Is it
the first
with the
person that you
jacket?
mention is Renz Talentino, because it is always him and his shenanigans, bro. Always Renz and his shenanigans. So it's the first person.
He's just so good at it. He's so good at it.
1 second here. My man's in here, and I want to give him a shout out, and I want to give him his flowers because he's here with us right now. We got Fado in the building. Happy Sunday. Thanks for joining my over the weekend, bro. Listen, this man pulled off the impossible. And when I tell you the impossible, he pulled off the impossible. He did a 24-hour stream of unboxings. Starting 24-hour stream of unboxing starting on Friday. 24 hours. 24 hours to the point where, you know how what is it, StreamYard works, or even YouTube works. It only lets you do up to a certain amount of time before you have to start a new stream. So what he did was he timed it that when one shut down, he had already started the other one. Like that's how he timed it. It was a 24-hour streams. Some of the most, and he invited an amazing group, an eclectic group of individuals. It was a lot of us, whether it was 1/12 scale, quarter scale statues, 1/6 scale. It was a whole group of us, and it was one of the most amazing experiences. Everybody laughed, everybody cheered him on. I mean, 24 hours non-stop. I got to give this man his flowers because it wasn't just about just collecting in general. I popped in twice. I popped in Friday, then I popped in yesterday evening around the closing, and this man was still going 24 hours. Him, and he had like a few people that were basically with him, but for the most part, it was him unboxing statues. He unboxed the 66 Batmobile. He unboxed Superman. He unboxed a few statues. 24 hours. I gotta give him his props because that is definitely amazing. That is historical, basically, especially for the community and the collecting community, man. So I definitely want to give you your flowers, bro. Like, you didn't have to do it, but it was definitely for an incredible cause. He also dedicated it to his late grandmother. So, that was, I mean, come on, man. Like when it wasn't even about, it was about the love for just the art form, a love for just basically collecting and bringing people together. I would, at the drop of a dime, if he ever does it again, I'm there with him. Like literally, that's how incredible it was, man. Like it was an incredible experience. I know Brick, we got shout out to Brick Artemis is actually out there too. We have an event coming up in September. Where there's going to be a 24-hour stream, and there's going to be different individuals that are coming in. We're going to make it. It's going to feel like it's a network. You know what I mean? Where you're just seeing 24 hours of collecting, the collecting experience from different individuals that were handpicked. That's it's definitely an incredible. He invited so many different individuals, but to see that in this community, bro, it means a lot because it means that we are more than what it is. What people see us as. We are just, even in the small pocket universe that we live in, it's, we can do some amazing things for great causes and stuff like that. Not even just because Fatal's like just a pretty boy, but other beyond. Nah, that's my guy, bro. Like he did such an amazing job, man. Salute to him. Salute to putting together such an amazing event. And it was fun. It was so fun. Like literally, if you see his collection, if you see his room, I mean, he unboxed statues. He went up. The thing is, he was going to stop at 43. He was trying to get to 45, but he was going to stop at, he stopped at 43. He was going to stop at 43. We was like, nah, bro, you got 15 minutes. You can unbox 2 in 15 minutes. You can do it. And we got him on. And I think he ended it off with it was the Marvel light box. It still counts. It's an unboxing. It still counts. He pulled it out and lit it up, and it was incredible, man. So shout out to him, bro. I
just subscribed to him.
There you go, man. Shout out to Fatal, man. Much love, bro. Much love to you for what you did, man. Yeah, Brick, check it out, man, because it's definitely up on his page, man. Like that was phenomenal. That was Miguel was there, so I was actually me and Miguel was going. It was fun. It was so fun, and just me being one of the only 1/6 scale collector that was there. They showed me so much love, bro. And these questions about the community, so I had to hold down the 1/6 scale community, man. It meant so much, man. So thank you once again, Fatal, for such an incredible event. Brick, I know you out there, bro. I cannot wait to what we actually got going on and what's set up for September. I definitely cannot wait for it, man. It's going to be incredible. And that's what this community is all about, man. It definitely is. It's what it is, man. And the plan is that this is how things work. See, we already got the community. It kind of spearheads a lot of things. It opens the door for everybody else to actually say, look, I want to be just as creative as what we see. And we want to create this space so it's much bigger. We got Prop, you doing your thing on your channel. Chua, you starting your channel. We're gonna push Mandy to do what she got to do pretty soon. We're gonna see that. But it's gonna be interesting to see what we would get from a Press X to Continue show. What we would get from a Press X.
Send me your figures. Send me your money. Send me your stuff.
Yo.
They're mine.
It's funny that you it's funny that you say that, because I was thinking, like, if I had a show, what would it be? What would I be doing? How would I conduct myself? And I was just like, oh, I think I figured it out. Actually, I think I figured out the angle that I would go for. Because let's face it, I don't, what you do really well. What Costa does really, really well. What Prop does really, really well. Chewy's got the archaeology angle down packed. He's got his thing. Mandy's over there doing photography, so I'm just like, well, what about me? What can I possibly do?
What about me?
What about me? There's nothing in that black bag for me.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
toy
Friends has it.
therapy.
There you go.
I think that's the angle. I think that's how it's gonna go.
Bro,
Still
it
working on
would
it.
That's your hit.
perfect. That would be
It's needed right now, man.
perfect, bro. It is definitely needed. That would be perfect on so many different fucking mediums, bro. Just you know what?
DX. You could have
Might be
like
like
a
a
letters page,
podcast or like a radio show or something where it's
bring
bro.
in
Yeah.
X. I'm
Hell
struggling.
yeah,
I'm
bro.
struggling.
That shit would be
Here's
so
toy
perfect. Bro. That would be perfect.
Today
That would
on Toy
definitely be
Therapy.
perfect. Hell yeah, man. I would definitely love that, man. And the community would support it, bro. Like, because you already got so much personality in it, and you already have the power of fucking persuasion. So when I see you,
Can you imagine that? Just like, today on Toy Therapy, we'll be talking about dolls. Do they collect you, or do you collect them?
yeah, exactly.
I'm hooked.
Now when you say dolls, it's going to trigger your audience.
I know, right? You say a word that's going to trigger a lot of people today. Dolls.
Now, is it a
Tomorrow
good
said
idea to have
ex-educational.
such an enabler as a therapist?
Ooh, I need someone to talk me out of buying.
And then they just keep coming back because they're enabled the entire time. I just keep
Right.
buying figures. Tell me about that. Yes.
Tell me
Really?
more.
Why do you feel the need to buy more figures?
Take me back to your childhood.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be nice. You got to have a couch in the background, though.
Yes.
You've got to have a couch.
Let's go back to your child.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me about
There's a lot to unpack here.
Yo.
Speaking of, let's start unboxing figures.
Yeah, like
There's a lot to unpack. Let's start unboxing.
hey yo, can you imagine him be like, yeah. So tell me about your collecting experience. Oh yeah. Make sure you put your credit card in. But yeah, just tell me. Yo, I can just imagine it already.
We have vinyl segment. We'll talk about records. And it's like, now on to other platforms.
yeah.
We're talking about Friday the 13th, part 3. On
See?
vinyl from Waxwork
See?
Records. Yes,
See?
with a nice
Awesome.
lenticular cover. So yes.
I love the cover. That's awesome.
New tune said
What color's
awesome.
the
I'm
vinyl
so
inside?
in toy therapy,
Black.
bro. There you go, man. See?
The vinyl is.
Got to be coloured, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got the boring one. I got the so here's the record.
Nice.
Dope.
The 13th part 3. It is in 3D.
I love it.
3D.
And I think the record where it's just because it's 3D, you had to put on red and blue
red and
glasses.
blue.
Brilliant.
Oh.
That's so clever.
That
And I like
is-
this because when you put it on the table, of course, the needle goes, or it goes through the spindle goes through the eye when you put it on the turntable. But yeah, so yeah, Friday the 13th,
That's awesome.
part 3.
So morbid. So damn morbid, bro. Damn.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I have all the way up to Jason Takes Manhattan. I have all of those on vinyl. And
Three is where he got the mask, right? The
3 is where he got the mask. Yes.
Yep. I like
Before
the
that,
back.
it was
head
country. Exactly. Before that, it was Country Jason with the sack over his head, and then spoiler alerts. Part 1
See,
wasn't
I'll-
Jason at all.
didn't have him in it. Yeah.
Nope.
I would never want to go over X crib and him be in the kitchen and be like, hey, you want some breakfast? I'm like, nah, bro, I was just coming to see what's up, man. How you doing, bro?
Do you want to see my new chainsaw and hockey mask?
Like, nah, bro, I'm good. I just came to see how you was doing, man. Look at the collection. That's it. Just want to see some finals. Don't kill me, man. But anyway,
what a way to die. What a way to die.
Right.
With that beautiful, smooth voice, just talking you out.
Right?
Like, yeah, right.
Just relax. Just calm down.
And plus, here's the thing, because Prop is already on a world tour to see everybody's collection. He went over to Jason's crib like while he was in Florida. He gonna make his way to PA. He gonna probably make his way to Boston. Be like, yo, hey, hey, X, did you see Prop? No.
That's why I bring cameras where I go.
Have you seen it? It'll be like a found footage, like horror movie is what it'll be. What became known as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, it's just like all this found footage that's like piecing it together like Blair Witch.
Oh,
yeah, right.
It'll probably be like, I am so scared. It'll be like that.
Yep.
In the background it'll be Prop.
But it'll be a Prop's voice. Hey, yo, y'all gotta get me out of here, baby. I ain't trying to be here, yo, for real. Get me out of here. I don't know where I'm at.
Quit playing games, X.
Yeah.
Quit playing games, X. Quit playing games. Where the lights?
Travel Wiz.
That'll be funny because by the time he makes it to my house, I'll be like only looking at my phone and like, and now I'm over at Press X's place. I'm like, I'm not home. How did he get into my house?
Straight up.
Stop touching my stuff.
Oh man, thank you guys for definitely being here. But definitely before we get to the chat, I gotta pay homage always where we get these figures from, as we always do, man. At least me. And where you should be going if you can't find it anywhere else, man. So definitely want to give a shout out to our guy, Ray, over there at Underground Figures. This Underground Ray, if you're looking for the latest and greatest, hit him up. He'll definitely take care of you as he's taking care of me. I have, who's on his way? Captain America is on his way from Brave New World. My Black Mantis is on his way. And also one of the figures I've been looking for, I don't care what nobody else say, Maroc is on his way. So I cannot wait to get that. With the slew of others, man. So hit him up. He'll take care of you. No NRD. Shipping and handling is definitely reasonable. Sign up for that newsletter so you are always up to date as to when your figure is going to be arriving or a new figure is being revealed. Create yourself an account because you never know when it might be free shipping or a discount code on the figure of choice. Tell him I sent you, and he'll definitely take care of you. Also, we got to give a shout out to our guy, Ray, over there at Hogwarts Toys. Hogwarts Ray for supplying us what we need. It's Cool Water Ray. You get the figure, comic book stickers, a nice little experience, current provider and sponsor of everything that we got going on over there at the Figureplex Friday Facebook group. Hit him up, and he'll definitely take care of you, as he always does. Also, we got to give a shout out to our guy Jacob over there, Comic Relief Comic Collectibles. It's not just about the figures, 1/10 scale, 1/12 scale, statues, whatever you're looking for. It's also about the source material, comics, everything that we actually read. If you're looking for information on the figure that you're collecting, he got it for you. He'll definitely take care of you. As always, we also want to give a super duper shout out to our guy Brian Wong over there at Module Case, Module Space. If you're looking for incredible experience as far as a display option, I have the mono, but you might be looking for a display option, your choice. Hit him up. He'll definitely take care of you as he always does. And last, but certainly not least, where's she at? Tina Cruz, man. Where you at? Tina, where you at? El Deluvio, where you at? I gotta find her, man. my computer actually just cleaned out so many different things, man. Hold on, what's going on? Where's she at? Hold on. Come on, don't play with me. Anyway, Tina Cruz, El Deluvio, man. If you're looking for an incredible experience, hit her up. She'll make sure that you have everything. Now, anyway, I got to also give a shout out to Bob Dylan. Because if it wasn't for Bob Dylan, I wouldn't actually have met Tina. Bob Dylan does the Lord's work. But again, when we're talking about Tina and what she gives us, man, I mean, look, hey, did you see this, Mandy?
Oh yeah.
Did you see that, Mandy? Did you see that, man? This is what Bobby D did, man. Did you see that? See how incredible that is?
Oh, yes.
Look at that.
She's walking towards me.
Definitely. But again,
well, that's
hair.
debatable.
Yeah.
Rob,
We looked
I'll
at-
fight you.
We looked at this last time, Mandy, and I'm like, ooh, Mandy's not here. Let me step in for Mandy. Oh, my days.
You learn quickly. I don't even need to be here. You could be me.
I
Chuck.
am
Oh
I am
my
a poor
days.
imitation at best.
No, it works. It works.
I'm a poor man's Mandy.
Poor man's Mandy. Listen.
Discount Mandy right over here. No, you're the real deal.
Yes. But hit her up definitely, man. If you're looking for an incredible experience, she'll definitely take care of you as always. I want to bring shine to something real quick, and I told you I was going to put somebody before we get to the chat. I was going to put somebody on blast. This right here.
Ren's boy. Yeah.
This is what Ren's Talentino. And here's the thing. Hey, yo, he did this in a day.
What?
In one day.
How?
In one day. Actually, technically, he did it in less than, I would actually say, probably 16 hours.
Oh my word.
Like, he did this in a day. Because he hit me up and was like, yeah, I'm trying to beat my record. It had me through the entire journey. And I was like, yeah, I was going to get this, but I missed it. Shout out to Jay. And when I told Toya about it, she gave me the bricks, bro. Like, for real. She's like, what? So, of course, I had to hit up Renz. He's like, yo, I'll do you something a little bit different, bro. I got you. But look at this, man.
Yeah.
Look at this,
gorgeous,
man.
yo.
Just
Look
incredible.
at this, man. Like, come on, Renz. Come on, bro. You got
He's an artist.
You got to stop. You
High art.
got to stop, bro. Look, Ren's got to stop. He got to
How
cut
can
it
you
out.
do that? How can you create that? It blows my mind.
Yeah, like he got to cut it out. Like he said, oh well, I thought Leo was going to post a meme. No, I wasn't going to post a meme. No, I had to put you on blast about this, man, because this right here is definitely incredible, man. You did such an incredible job. I had to give you a shout out on that, man, as always, because you do such incredible work. Again, Ren's Talentino out there. If you doesn't, I have several pieces. I got a whole wall dedicated to Ren's work. Like it's like I don't have room, but it's all dedicated to Ren's work with more to come. With plenty.
You have the Ren's Talentino wing.
Yeah, the Ren's Talentino wing, bro. Straight up, literally.
Just kidnap him
A
and make him
wing.
paint the wall.
Literally a wing. Because this came from Ren's Talentino. He sent me an egg and a wing, bro. Like straight up. So just had to put that out there. But anyway, definitely shout out to you, bro. Let me get to this chat real quick while we here. We got X-Men with the $5 super bomb. LOL, press X with its 1/6 scale couch and a different figure on it for each session. You already know.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it definitely is floating out there. Who else we got? We got Renz in the building. Of course, man, appreciate you for being here as always. We got my man Mark Lee in the building. Renz cheating. Yeah, he does, man. Also, just want to give a shout out that Denis Villeneuve, we already know he's actually doing the new James Bond film, right? So Mark Lee's been chosen as James Bond. We'll get back to that. We got Uncle Keith in the building. Thank you for being here. Renz has a gift. Yes, he does, bro. You already know that, man. He's gifted, incredibly gifted. We got my man Doguito. Hey, man, what's going on? What's going on with you, brother? Thank you for being here, brother. As always, we can look at from X-Men. It's like, damn, Renz. You already know, bro. Like, he's killing it, as he always does. Who else we got in the building with us? Noon Tunes is in here. Said gorgeous, definitely incredible, man. Windman 42 is in the building. What's going on with you, brother? Thank you for being here as always. Who else we got? CJP Models is in the building. Thank you for being here as always. Who else do we got in here with us? Let me see. We got 12-inch Moose Stream, Uncle Moose in the building. Channel member Uncle Moose. Hello, community. Collectors, High Toys, John Matrix, Commander Arnie is in hand. I won it for $40 from Ballers.
Congratulations,
wow,
man.
Congrats, man. Congrats.
Man, that's one of my grails, man. That's one of the ones that got away from me, bro.
Speaking of which,
luckiest man in 1/6 scale. He's got to be the luckiest man in 1/6 scale.
And 1/6 scale, you already know, man. As always, he definitely is one of the luckiest in the 1/6 scale community. Who else have we got in here? Man, we got Ed R in the building. Thank you for being here. My guy Brick is in the building. Brick Artemis is in here, man. Thank you for being here, brother. I cannot wait to September. You already know what it is. Brick, we got to get you on the channel too, bro. Let me know when you're free to come on, man. One of these days, brother. As always, we got my man Benjamin. Benjamin E. Green is in the building. Thank you for being here, Uncle Ben. As always, man, we definitely appreciate that. Who else we got in the building with us? Mitchell Lawrence. He says education. Being as always. Figure Craft is in the building. Cheating ass Figure Craft is always in the building. Thank you for being here, brother, as always. Who else do we got in here with us? Iron Star Killer. My guy is in the building. Thank you for being here, man. As always, we definitely appreciate that. Fatal's in the building, man. Again, shout out to you, bro. Congrats on what you pulled off, man. My man Tommy Tyner's in the building. What up, man? Thank you for being here, brother. As always, man. We appreciate you. Who else do we got in here with us? Edar's here. Striker 47 is in the building. What's going on with you? Hello, I have no regrets getting the Megan Prime one statue. The movie is great, definitely, bro. I want to go see that movie, man. Hey,
That movie was so much fun. So much fun.
I want to go see it. I'm gonna probably go see if I can check it out today because I definitely want to go see that movie, man.
Shin Hati is in it.
Yes, she is. Rose with the jacket is definitely in here. Thank you for being here as always. We got my man, hey, Corey's in the building. Hi, guys. Going to shut up and listen as he explains his collection. You know exactly what he's talking about. Definitely thank you for being here, man, as always. Who else we got in here? Alan Toy Flicks. Again, happy belated birthday, man. His birthday was last week, so definitely want to give him a shout out. As always, Mary Sullivan is in the building. Thank you for being here. Who else is in here? Jay Hunter is in here with us, man. Thank you for being here. As always, Fig Pose is in the building. Thank you for being here. And always loyal Palal 89 is in the building, man. Thank you for being here, brothers. Always. We definitely appreciate you for always coming through, always being here when needed, man, because you are definitely a staple and a credible individual, man. We always appreciate having you here, man. So again, we got lots to cover, man. We got some, well, not too much, but we got lots to talk about, you know, about some of the things that we actually saw here in all the happenings from last week and all the cheating that was going on over there in Figure Flex Friday. We got to talk about that really quick. Man, do you care to explain?
I love this one.
It's all down to the figure. It's all down to the figure. You just like pick your camera up. Right, there you go. Yep, done. That is it.
Oh my lord. Yeah.
Honestly, it's the figure. It's the fee made me do it.
Bullshit. Can you explain?
That one.
Howard, you need to hire Mandy. You need to hire Mandy to do the blogger photos.
Do the blogger photos.
Ooh, yeah, this is
she knows how to pose a figure.
Favorite one.
Yeah, that's a good
probably
one.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Look at that, man. Like this could have been, if they would have did the Dollar Destiny poster like this would have sold. This is incredible, man. Like, come on, man. Come on. Stop it. Stop it.
Seriously, one light just in a strip box, a 90 by 30 with a grid on the front. Just feather it a little bit, just push it off. Reflector there. That's it. It's the simplest setup ever.
So
ever.
Oh, that was so technical, that sentence. It just
I know, right? I'm gonna be like,
she just added the word simple at the end to make it
a little strip box. A little about this big. Just one little flash in there. Just there's the figure. And then just put it here.
Rewind and go over that again.
Just
I'm like,
move it away.
Feather it and then strip.
Said it best. Don't English, try to be modest, baby. You know what you pulled off here. Yeah, see. Yeah.
I'm gonna go through all those steps and go, why doesn't mine look like that? I followed her steps to a T.
I did
the ones that I understood.
I did everything and still didn't. Yep.
It still didn't come out.
It still didn't come out this way.
It's garbage. It's trash.
You already know, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I just
It's a
wanted to
great
kind of.
figure. It's a really good figure, and it's like it does all the work for you. I think that when you do get a figure like that, and it's just like anything you do with him. I did a couple of him with his Dial of Destiny. I didn't post them. I think they're still on my Lightroom, and he's got the Dial of Destiny and Doc's there next to him going, you know, like he's time traveled and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's such a great figure.
Definitely amazing. Definitely amazing photos. So just had to give you flowers on this one because you killed it. You definitely killed it. And knew the assignment, movie poster, and you pulled it off and pulled it off well. So definitely had to give you a shout out on that.
Thank you.
I'm interested to see what you do with a couple of these figures that we're going to talk about. If now one in particular figure that we're going to talk about here briefly. I want to kind of dive into this first, man. We have again this amazing figure that I will have pretty soon, and that is the Dark Empire Luke Skywalker Legends line that Hot Toys is pretty much putting together here, and they're getting a lot of these things out quickly. For those who aren't, familiar with the Dark Empire line, this is when Luke was tempted by the dark side and let himself go, but of course, being the Jedi he is, had a plan. As we know in this particular book, a clone of Palpatine, which basically Palpatine created a clone of himself because he jumps from host to host, seduced Luke, to which, again, Leia being also strong in the Force at this particular time, her and Han had to go and kind of help save him using unconventional ways to actually get there. But again, it was such an amazing book. I never thought in a million years that we would actually get this in figure form. But Howard's been pushing for it, and he's basically, labeled this under his Legends line. So I can't wait to see what else he actually gives us. But this figure is this head sculpt is absolutely amazing, like literally. It's hard to basically say what's a better Luke, because this is absolutely phenomenal. Prop, I'm gonna start with you, man. What did you think about this piece, bro?
Yeah, man, it's super dope for all the reasons that you said. There was a novel of this, right? I think I had the comic book, the Dark Horse comic, is where I'm familiar with this exact imagery. And even back in the day, man, this was one of the rare comics that at the time, because they were doing movie adaptations, and of course Star Wars had a Marvel run, but this particular Dark Horse comic, that cover was special to me because it looked like Mark Hamill. You know what I mean? Like it was a phenomenal piece of art. Just the cover was a beautiful piece of art, and this is it. I mean, that the fact some of the poses that the figures are in some of these photos is exactly from that art
from that book. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. So definitely, this is a nostalgia piece, a cool piece, and a story. This is one of those things I think even the casual Star Wars fans will probably be asking about the costume, the mix of the Vader and Luke in there. You know what I'm saying? It's a conversation starter. So definitely dope figure, man. Yep.
Yeah, it's extremely amazing, bro. Like it's I never, and as much as I love Dark Empire, and I know a lot of people was, man, we should get that in cinematic. It would be hard to do, honestly. It really, really would, especially the demand that it would put on, trying to get, de-aged versions of both Harrison Ford and Han, getting someone that actually, or Harrison Ford, Han, and Luke, Mark Hamill, and knowing that we actually, no longer have, Carrie Fisher with us. That would be a really that would have to be budgeted so huge, but the storyline was dope. The storyline was definitely dope. One for the ages, but man, this figure looks absolutely phenomenal. Mandy, what's your thoughts on this piece?
Yeah, it was a day one, second one pre-order for me, because I've got all the Lukes and I've got a couple of customs as well. It was where it all began for me in 1977. I came out of the cinema and it's like, I'm going to be him. I'm going to be him.
Right.
Well, obviously I didn't, but he holds a special place. And then I've got this on Kindle. I haven't got it in like physical media, but I've got the Dark Empire comics on there, so I can always refer back to them. And I love it. I love the head sculpt. I'd say it was probably my favorite head sculpt, my favorite look. I'd be tempted to get two, so I could use a head sculpt on all the different, try it on different things, but I could anyway. I went for the sculpted, although I've been seesawing with the rooted against the sculpted, but I'm kind of hoping, I've got my fingers crossed, that somebody will somebody will do like like they did for the John Wick. They did the wig that you could take off because it's magnetic. The rooted and the sculpted. So I think if somebody does one of those, that'd be a great way to to get both. But I love the outfit. I love the fact that it comes with 2 light up sabers. It just looks brilliant. And I've got some of those custom Sith eyes, the OT ones. So I could take the beautiful blue eyes out and put in the Sith eyes. So I think that might look quite nice on photos too. But I'll pick him
you
up.
can still get those eyes too. You can get them through they're still available. So
and there's a few people that do them now, aren't there?
I believe.
But he should come in this week. So I'll pick him up this week. And
Sideshow sent me the notification about it that it's supposed to be shipping soon because he had been paid off a while ago. But I just don't know. I mean, I'm saying it's in the process. It's processing right now. So I just don't know when it's going to actually get sent. But the thing is, I did order 2, 1 artisan, 1 special edition, because again, I wanted to do
brilliant
the dark version as well as you know what I mean. I wanted to actually do both. But this was definitely one of my most anticipated, and happening, and some of the videos that I've seen on it so far has been incredible. And people who have missed it, there's going to be some regrets, but at the same time, man, I think it's definitely a phenomenal piece. As always, Chewy, what's your thoughts on this, man?
I'm like you. I had this paid off a while ago, so I have not received any notice from Sideshow yet. I'm hoping to get it soon. But they've been backlogged on me for a while now. I've got like a bunch of figures that I'm still waiting on.
That you're waiting on
to ship. But, I was. I think I said it during the. During Best of the Best last week. This was this comic series and a bunch of the other Dark Horse series that came out during the late mid to late 80s to mid 90s. That was during the dark times when there was no Star Wars content. It was the dark times, and this stuff got me through. Like I immediately it was in 1992, and I was off to university. I was away from home. I was living away from home. I was this Star Wars nerd that I had found a couple of other friends, made a few new friends like that, and then I found my local comic shop in Kingston, Ontario, which is where I went to university. And this had just come out. 92, or was it 94? I forget. But anyway, it was shortly after. And that cover stood out to me. That one pose they have,
so amazing.
That one pose that they've made to put the figure in, that's where he's sort of just standing like this. And that's the cover. And that image has stuck in my mind ever since I first laid eyes on it. And those comics, the story was so good that it's always, to me, people talk about their headcanon and things like that. Dark Empire is canon as far as I'm concerned. That story is too good
not to
not be canon.
Bro.
But it's one of those things where I can't get over how accurate this is to the artwork. I like Mandy, and also like you, I got the sculpted version. I didn't get an artisan version just because in my mind at the time when they were first showing the prototype photo, I was thinking, well, is that going to get caught in his collar? And I was thinking, because that collar comes up right on the hair, and I thought, okay, well, what's that going to do with the hair? So I just went with the sculpted. But
I'm about to sound like Prop for a minute. Murray's baby. Murray.
Yeah. But no, I personally thought that the sculpted hair to me looked better, at least in the prototype photos anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, this figure is just this is nostalgic to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I just love everything about it. Plus, that face sculpt, that's young Luke. That's Farm Boy Luke.
Yeah,
that's not post New Hope Luke when after Mark Hamill had his car accident.
Yeah.
This is like there's no scars. There's no, he doesn't have that scar on his lip. He doesn't have the slightly broken nose. This is young Luke. And this is the face. I guarantee you this is what we're going to see when they do the Farm Boy Luke 2.0 for the 50th.
Good point.
It's going to be a variation of this sculpt. I put money.
It probably will, and it would make so much sense if they did because it looks so good. Hey, X, man, I'm right there with you. KOTOR is definitely canon for me, man. And I hate the simple fact. As a matter of fact, X, what I was thinking about, bro, is us doing an episode of Uncivilized dedicated to KOTOR. It's an entire episode, though, dedicated to KOTOR. X-Men, bro, X-Men Supreme. When we do it in Uncivilized Scoundrel episode, bro, you got to be there, bro. We got to get you there.
Count me in on that one.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we got to definitely do that because KOTOR, oh my God, it was brilliant for its time and still ahead of its time. It's still ahead of its time. And you are sitting on a fucking gold mine, a trilogy that you can tell, and that shit would be crazy. People would love it. Like they would love it. They've been asking for it for a long time. Disney, put your money in that. Like,
this is Knights of the Old Republic.
Yes, bro. Yes.
All right. See, I'm uncool. I had never heard KOTOR before. That's my first time. It's beautiful the way y'all said it. I felt like I'm on the outside of that. Yeah, just wanted to clarify. Dope.
Hell yeah.
They would win back so much goodwill.
They would, bro. They definitely would.
And did it justice. Oh my God. Every fan would come back.
Hell and they got so much reference, man. The cinematic shots from that joint is like incredible,
like
bro.
So many references that they can actually pull from it, bro. It was such a rich story, incredible story, and people loved it like me, man. So if you're already pulling for legends on it, then you might as well just go ahead and do it. We interrupt this regularly scheduled program to bring you a first episode which is now titled The X Factor. Join me in introducing your host, the one and only Press X to continue. And today, his special guest is the Dark Empire Luke. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Press X to continue.
My wallet, my emotions. Greetings and welcome to another episode of X Factor. Today, we'll be speaking with Dark Empire Luke. Dark Empire Luke, your hair looks great. How do you feel about being called, quote unquote, legends? How do you feel? I think this is just so incredible. And you were talking about the idea of this being in film form and how it wouldn't, the possibility of it is just not there. I disagree.
You think it is?
And the reason it's not officially, but if you see what people are doing with AI right now, we have all the tools to make this, to make Heir to the Empire, to make Shadows of the Empire, to make KOTOR. If you wanted to do a live action film and have it look and sound just like Star Wars, we actually have the tools now to do it, and it won't cost someone millions of dollars. Some fan with a good computer and really good subscription to whatever AI service they want to use. Now, yes, we have to remember that AI is pulling assets from all across the internet. It is going to pull the voice of James Earl Jones. It is going to pull the voice of Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher. It is going to scour the internet for that information, but the music will sound just like John Williams because it's going to reference John Williams. But you could put together And if you don't believe me, go on the internet now, go on YouTube and see some of the AI creations that have been done. And we are getting to a point where it looks so good.
Yeah.
We are so close. We're this close, we were this close to good.
But look at this right here, bro. This is Millie Bobby Brown and Sebastian Stan. Like you have you have Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher. Then on the second, you have both Millie Bobby Brown and Sebastian Stan.
They look more like them than the real thing.
Hey yo, so let me pull my impression of propaganda. Okay, I'm running it back, baby. Yes, I think it can be done.
And these would be fan projects. These would be fan projects. This is not something I'm saying.
I was about to say.
But as I mentioned before, I'm like, if Disney doesn't steer the ship when it comes to Star Wars, the fans may start to steer the ship when it comes to Star Wars. So if Disney wanted to get ahead of any of this, they would tap into KOTOR and start making. But hey, guess what? We're going to do it. It's like, cool. I get to see it in the theater. But if they wait and they wait and they wait, then eventually a fan's going to do it. In which case, they may beat you to the punch. And then it's like, wait.
And then Disney will sue them into oblivion.
Yeah.
No, they're not going to make it. It's a fan project.
I was just talking. Even then, even a fan project, they can still stop you from putting it out there. Dude, one of my first videos when I first started doing videography and stuff, man, I did fan lightsaber. This is like early YouTube days, man, and everybody was doing those joints. And I remember when Disney bought that property, you started seeing that stuff less and less. The Prop Wiz, I probably told this story here before. Prop Wiz was birthed from me doing props, and dare I say it, I was selling props. The first people I heard from that was like, stop, was Disney. and that's where my show was birthed. I was like, okay, if I can't sell it, let me at least show it off to the public, man. But Disney does not play. And you would think doing a free fan film, you think that would be the loophole? Nah, bro. They don't want it to be seen. You know what I'm saying?
They don't want you touching it.
Because if I'm not mistaken, the guy that did the man, now they gave him a job, but when he did that update to the Luke Mandalorian, that was free. That wasn't monetized.
Yeah.
But Disney still tapped him on the shoulder. Right?
Yeah. That's like even the guy who basically did the reimagination of the Vader and Obi-Wan scene was contacted.
Right.
Yeah, he was contacted by Disney. Even like the whole Patterson cut, that we actually got.
The despecialized.
Yeah, they basically again, it was one of those things where he couldn't. His reach was only but so far for doing that. And I'm just like, yo, Disney, like if you got somebody out there who can do it better,
right? Well, the Mandalorian tale turned out okay, right? So to X's point, so not to knock X idea completely, I think a fan film might spark the idea. You know what I mean? It's almost 50-50 because Disney did take that dude's technology and did apply it to the second time we saw Luke. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they updated that Mandalorian episode. Yeah. Definitely the second time he was in Mandalorian, they had utilized both the creator and the technology. And so, you know what I mean? There's hope there. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely hope there.
Yeah. I have this photo up for a reason because I'm thinking about doing a re-edit of this and putting X's head on this because this is a great way to force Power's persuasion, bro.
The guy who they hired, that Disney hired after the fact, he was called Shamook. That was his the guy did the deep fake.
Oh, and Star Wars name.
They didn't see they after that last episode of the season 2 of The Mandalorian, they did that. He didn't, and then he went and put online his version of it, and it was 1,000 times better of that reveal of Luke at the end of season 2. But then they hired him, and he did the deep fake for that Mandalorian episode.
The Mandalorian episode.
The Book of Boba Fett.
The Book of Boba Fett.
Okay, you're right.
Which was 10 times better. Yeah.
When I saw that, I immediately saw this is proof of concept right here. You could do a young Luke series with deepfake and the way that the AI can match his face and his voice, you can do it.
Oh,
it is doable.
And to X's point, it's gotten better. Man, I've been watching them gorilla. Y'all seen them gorilla videos?
Oh, those are hilarious.
Bro. Yeah. I didn't think I was gonna like it at first, but it's like, and man, AI is it's getting better, yo. It's getting better every day. So
it's
if used in the right way, it's scary.
But I love Dark Empire, those world devastators. I thought that was a terrifying
idea. Those were such a good idea.
And then this actually told us, it's like somehow Palpatine returned. This actually told us how Palpatine returned.
It told us.
You know,
this is where they got the idea that they used. They cribbed the idea from Dark Empire, because
it told us within the first few pages
they picked from this.
Yeah. And the thing is they also told us they defined why Palpatine looked the way he did in those comics, that using the dark side of the Force as much as he does and for as long as he does, it corrupts his physical form, which is why he gets all shriveled, and so when he's going to die, he would just transfer himself to a new clone body and then live out until that body gets corrupted and go to the next one, and then the whole point is he wanted to take Luke's body.
And this also, like what Guido said, this was the first time that we actually got a chance to see Luke use force projection.
That's right.
Because again, when he helped Leia and Han escaped, we realized that it was just a projection at that point, and he had actually still been back with Palpatine that entire time. So
such a good story.
It's
so what we're learning is, then, just to paraphrase that, is take the whole story you do it and don't take pieces, because it felt like the pieces y'all are really complaints, right? With how they were used.
You don't take pieces. You definitely don't take pieces.
Well, that's the thing. It's like
don't use all of it.
Don't kill Luke when he forces.
If you're gonna use it, if you're gonna like tap into these things. If you're gonna use a character like Grand Admiral Thrawn, you better bring back Timothy Zahn.
Yeah.
To do it, and Disney didn't do it.
Yeah. Well, they basically brought him back to oversee the concept. They brought him back to basically oversee but again, they just didn't the essence of it. He did talk about like there was a bit different from the way he would have actually approached it, which they have a chance to get it right if they do the second season.
Season 2 of Ahsoka, they're gonna get it right.
I hope they do, because we need to see them get that shit right. Now that he's basically back in the known galaxy, we have to see him get that shit right. Being on Dathomir, there's so many different things that you can actually play around with when it comes to him. So I'm hoping that they get it right. But this right here, man, I'm super excited about this figure, man. I cannot
beautiful figure.
It is, man, and I cannot wait. I'm glad they gave us both sabers. We have Darth Vader's and Luke's itself. So I'm loving and the head sculpt is fucking, they just keep improving on this head sculpt as they go. It just looks better and better every time you actually see it, and I think they did such a phenomenal job with it, to the point where I'm going to definitely order those eyes for this particular version, because I have to do it. I definitely have to do it. I love this. And if you have that the Death Star backdrop, you can
the red Shadow Trooper one.
You already know.
I'm going to pose this with my 000 and BT1.
Yeah, it would make sense.
It's an alternate reality Star Wars at this point.
Oh yeah,
alternate reality. So
that's
like,
true.
Makes so much sense.
Here are my evil droids, because this is evil Luke.
This is evil Luke, and this is the alternate reality version of it.
Yeah,
just jealous to see what Mandy's gonna do with these photos when she gets that shit. But yeah,
although these blogger photos on Luke are really good, they are really good. Sometimes it's a bit hit and miss, isn't it? But these look, the lighting's just really nice. It's nice and soft. It's not harsh. Sometimes it's a bit harsh and they look a bit too plasticky. But I think they've really got it nice on these.
Yeah, they've definitely done an amazing job with it. Moving forward, though, man, we got to talk about another release that we actually got. One that was really most anticipated by a lot of people here. And we are talking about the Return of the Jedi, Han Solo, which again, we know a lot of people were looking forward to. This one, I think that they definitely did improve on the hair. A lot of people were, really not really complaining about the head sculpt, but they were just like, it's a slight step down. I don't think it is. Even with the softening, I think it's still basically there. Even though he has abs for forehead, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I think basically, like I said, it looks good. The tailoring on this looks good. My only gripe about it has nothing to do with the figure. It has something to do with the missed opportunity of why they still haven't given us an Empire Bespin Han. It doesn't make sense to me, man. It really, really doesn't make sense to me. You have the head sculpt, you have the technology. Why don't you basically do it, man? For real. It looks incredible. I'm gonna start off with you first, Chewy, man, because I know this has definitely been one of your most anticipated figures.
Yeah. I actually watched MRC's video that he posted, his unboxing of it earlier this morning. And those the forehead wrinkles, they're not that pronounced.
Yeah,
they don't look this dark. Like it looks great. Like I was a little bit. No, I wasn't concerned. I did think, okay, the way you've got the face sculpt and the way with the brow wrinkles, it's going to be there's only so many different poses you can put him in because his face is kind of, it has to be done in a certain way to make those things look okay. But so that had me a little bit of concern, but I watched his unboxing and I'm not worried anymore at all.
Yeah.
Not that I was ever worried per se, but I don't have those same concerns at all. I was thrilled when they announced, like, I'll take any Han Solo. Any Han Solo they want to do, I'll take it. But because we've gotten so few. Like, we think about how many Lukes we've got and how many Vaders we've got and how many Leias we've got. How many Han Solos we got? We got A New Hope. We got Solo from we've got the disguise, Stormtrooper disguise Solo. Which is really just a head sculpt because the body is just Stormtrooper body. We got Solo from the Star Wars story Solo. And there's 4.
The sequels. Old Man.
Oh, sorry, you're right.
Right.
Force Awakens.
Technically, we got more if you count in the carbon freezing chamber. It's con and carbonite.
That's okay. All right. I guess that's a good. Although I would love for Hot Toys to do that one. I love my sideshow version. I have the sideshow one. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
It is very light. It's dated. Very plasticky.
It's dated. It's definitely dated. Like you gotta.
It still looks great. But
and they're still selling it too, if I'm not mistaken.
They brought it back.
Still up for sale.
They brought it back last year. But yeah, this one the second they announced it, I pre-ordered. In fact, I think I paid the NRD and then I paid, I think, one monthly payment and then I just paid the rest off because I was like, I know I'm going to get it. It's not like I'm going to cancel this. So I figured I'm just going to not worry about it, just pay it off, done, and wait. And then, here we are. But I'm still shocked a little bit that you can still get it. It's not, it hasn't waitlisted yet. And I think that might be due to the maybe a little bit of overproduction. They might have thought this was going to be a bigger deal with the collectors, at least with some of the collectors than it was, or they just really overproduced it. I don't know what the reason is, but if you don't get this and you want it, you're going to regret it because as soon as this is gone, they're not doing it again. I guarantee you they won't do this figure again, at least not for another. Maybe when they do the Return of the Jedi 60th anniversary or something like that. But you won't see this one for a long time. And
you'll definitely see a New Hope, probably a New Hope artisan version come out pretty soon, especially with the anniversary in 2027. So I definitely think that you'll get it 50th
and
anniversary.
I think we will get Bespin. We will get the Empire Strikes Back Han. Again, like you, I don't know why they've been dragging their feet on that one for so long, especially when they showed us, they teased the little prototype with that Bespin Leia. But yeah, I think I personally, I love this figure. I love the sculpt. I think it looks much better what I've seen than it does in the blogger photos. So I'm happily waiting for my notice, like for a bunch of others, just waiting for my notice. But as soon as this gets here, oh man, he's going right with the Endor, Luke, and Leia.
Yeah.
With the coat on and everything. Like, it's the perfect trio. That's the trio right there. The Trinity.
Yeah. Definitely, this is an incredible piece. Very, very phenomenal. Yeah, man. X, what's your thoughts on this, bro?
He's just nipped out.
Oh, he's gonna be right back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. He said he'll be right back. Okay, we'll talk to him when he gets here. Mandy, what's your thoughts on this piece?
I really like it, but I've heard a few criticisms. But I like character sculpts. I like when you've got a little bit more than just a plain expression. Like, I love the Anakin that's going to come out from the Ahsoka show.
Yeah, with the expression.
Yeah, it's nice to have something a little bit different. And the hands as well. You know, you can see all the little cuticles and stuff. They've actually put some effort into the hands and the expression. Yeah, they just looks really good. Again, I'll be picking him up this week with Luke, which I can't believe I'm getting Luke and Han on the same day, like that.
Wow.
Star Wars Christmas.
That's what it feels like, right?
Absolutely. I love it. I do. So much expression in him. I mean, and they have really captured him. I've heard a few different criticisms. Oh, he should have had bits of hair hanging down. But a lot of the time his hair was like that, wasn't it? You know. Looks great. Everything. Yeah, I'm chuffed. Very chuffed. At the prospect of having him, because I've got the old Han. I've got the solo version, and I've got like a kit bashed Bespin one with a Hot Toys head. But it'd be nice to actually get this one, because I've got the Endor Luke, I've got the Endor Leia, I've got Wicket, and then the Return of the Jedi C-3PO as well. So it'd be nice to, you know, have all the gang back together. Yeah, can't wait. I like that shot as well. I really like that shot.
Yeah, I like this one. Yeah.
Definitely amazing. Definitely amazing.
Brilliant. Can't wait.
As always. Prop, what's your thoughts on this, man?
Bro, I think it's dope, man. I guess I didn't even see the head abs, as you call them, until someone pointed it out. It really didn't. I mean, it looks like him. And dude, Return of the Jedi is it's not the first Star Wars. I saw Star Wars first. Like, I saw them in order. But Return of the Jedi, I think, is where I was old enough to appreciate film. You know what I'm saying? Before that, it was just spectacle. And my mom, to this day, makes fun of me when we drive by fire hydrant. My mom always tells the story of how I would point at a fire hydrant and say R2D2, and nobody knew what I was talking about. So, you know, but Return of the Jedi is when I started understanding, not breaking my figures. You know what I'm saying? The parents used to buy me the figures before. Return of the Jedi was like, dude, this is something. I want this figure. I want that one. I had the Emperor. In fact, dude, I felt like before I was opened up to this community, knowing that everybody knew, but amongst my friends, I was the only one that knew Palpatine was going to be the Emperor, because the figure was actually labeled Emperor Palpatine at that time. You know what I'm saying? Return of the Jedi. So many good memories, man. And so this figure is just one of those figures that represent. I really, really want the Empire Strikes Back Han Solo, but this one represents that childhood, the true beginning of this journey for me. So, man, and I think the figure represents. And then he said the expression. I don't like big expressions, usually don't, but dude, it's not just Han Solo. This is Harrison Ford, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I just watched The Last Crusade the other day, man. It's like that's Harrison Ford, bro. And this represents him as well with that expression. So, long story short, I'm excited, man. It's already paid off. Is it already supposed to be coming? I don't know if this is one of the ones that I've been getting the message that I've got a ton of figures paid off that it keeps saying that it's being pushed back. And this is one of them. This has been paid off since February, and I've been getting the message that it's pushed back a month every month since. So Can't wait for it.
Yeah.
Mandy, you said you're getting yours? You picked
Yeah,
this up?
on Wednesday, I'm picking it up from my guy at Toys on Fire because he lives probably about 40 minutes away from me. So he gets them in and then he posts them out the next day. But I don't do post. I just pick it up because it's easier to just get to his house. And
I think I'm gonna be moving with Leo. I mean, like literally, like I'm gonna
That's what
ride
I'm
with
saying.
you.
Let's go.
So budget me into that.
Let's go. Let's go on this one, man.
Yeah.
we can all go rowing
Super
down
dope.
the river in Stratford.
You already know. X, man, what's your thoughts on this piece, bro?
Oh my gosh! I mean, let me see if I can do this right. Already paid off? Is that right? Nailed it. Already paid off. Yes. Oh, someone's gonna clip that. Okay,
Yep.
so
You know Renz will.
Friends, yeah.
already paid off. This is gonna be my first Han Solo, which I can't wait for this. This morning I also saw MRC's video, and it looks way better in his video than it does even here. So just him, unboxing it and everything, I'm like, that looks like it looks like a miniature person, like, oh yeah, that's Han Solo, and some giant is manhandling Han Solo is what what it looked like.
Pause whiz.
Pause whiz.
I'm pretty sure if you go back through Legends, you'll find a story just like that where a giant got their hands on Han Solo.
Handling my what?
Yeah.
But no, I'm really surprised at how well this turned out, and I mean, who knows when it'll show up on my doorstep? I mean, Mandy, you've already got Greedo.
No, I haven't.
Oh, you don't have?
Oh, you didn't?
No, I ordered mine from Sideshow because nobody here was doing any. And then it turns out Lee at the Good, Bad and Robots, he said, "Oh no, I'm getting them in." So anyone that's ordered from Lee has had their Greedo, but I've been I messaged Sideshow and they went, "Oh, we haven't. It's not out." It's like, well, my friend's got it and he's given it to his customers, and they went, "Yeah, but not with the blue milk." It's like, okay.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, you ordered the blue milk version?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you got it because you get everything early.
I do, yeah. But with this one, because I didn't have any choice, I thought I had to order from Sideshow, and I didn't want to miss Greedo because I do love his little greenness. And and yet, so I ordered from them, not really understanding that there's going to be import charges and lots of post, and he's going to come about 4 years later. But needs must, and he'll be worth waiting for. But then I'm going to give him to my friend to dirty up a little bit because he's still a little bit too clean for me.
I agree with that.
Just a little bit of overspray on his jacket. He's got a bit on his bottom of his trousers, but he just needs a little bit more. Not much, just subtly. And then
I forget the name, but there's a guy online who does the 3D print diorama, and he'll do the cantina where they're sitting, so you can use your New Hope Han, and you can sit him. You can do this.
Yeah.
I've got a little dio. I've got a little dio of one of the booths up there that my friend made, so I'll be able to use that for them as well. Maybe not stretch Han out as much, but I
think I'm going to be doing that though, because I think that's such a cool. I'm excited about the idea of being able to make that scene and just do something different with my New Hope Han. But put him with Greedo there. That'd be so cool.
Yeah. This definitely.
Look at that. Look at that. That's Harrison Ford.
Yeah. It is.
I do like the hands too. I feel like some of the pictures
like he's going to try and squeeze a boob, though, doesn't it? That
That's the boob squeezing.
Yeah, that's the boob. Yeah, you go. Sorry, I'm really trying to behave.
I didn't think that until you planted that thought in my head. But yes,
Lael, did you pause her when she did that?
No.
Does it look like Mandy was stuck like this?
No.
Look, man.
No, didn't do it.
Y'all gotta cancel the 1980s Han Solo.
No, I mean, but see, there were people that remember initially in the beginning, you know, people were complaining about the hair, but I think they rounded it a bit better. It was rounded then, but they've gave it more volume and more.
It does look better now. It does look better in this. I mean, I don't think that the head sculpt looks, you know, like sometimes they come over a lot softer when they actually release them, but this one looks great.
Yeah, this was the actual prototype.
Which I thought looked fine.
Yeah, so that's the prototype version that you got, you know, but when you're looking at this one versus what we got, you know, with this one right here, then you see, you know.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The hair is definitely different. You know, they made it look 10 times better. They heard, they listened, they saw what everybody was saying. You know what I mean? They didn't want you to come out with a Michael McDonald Han Solo. So they was like, you know what, we're just gonna make sure. Yeah, I mean, they went.
Hey, how many?
Michael McDonald.
Hey, how many of y'all are posing it with the jacket? Is the jacket cool to y'all?
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I have the twins. Because I'm going to pose him with, you know, the rest of them. So I have the twins that are actually down there in there. So I was like, I'm definitely posing with the, you know, the camel jacket and stuff like that.
Autumn to winter in the jacket, summer whip it off.
That's a good idea. Okay.
Now, and I would say I meant I don't remember where we said it, but if you take the jacket off, you can pose him with Dark Empire Luke, because then that's the look that Han Solo has in the comics.
It's not Return of the Jedi.
That's the same look he does have.
Same look.
Definitely.
So you could actually do that if you wanted to.
And it would make perfectly good sense to
I used to hate that. I used to hate that jacket when I was young, man. It wasn't convincing.
You hated the jacket?
I hated that jacket because my pops was in the military. I was in the military, but he was in the Marine Corps. And so my mind was like, what are you hiding from in this camouflage jacket? Really? Yeah, I couldn't figure it out, man. But glad that it's accessory. It's a must.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's gonna go right next to my Wicket. And
so the next time I ask you guys if you are rocking the jacket, the correct answer was no.
The jacket was pretty weak, I will say. Like, it was a weak.
Paid off.
There were a lot of
look, hey, I'll hand it to Mandy. Mandy had a good reason. That summer and winter thing actually made sense. It was like that.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I mean, let me see if I can do this right.
Already paid off?
Is that
I told you.
Did Renz do that?
Renz did it. I told you, Renz is quick. Renz is definitely quick.
That was fast.
Yeah, definitely will, man. You already know. Yeah, man. So definitely let me know in the comments who's getting it. I mean, I think it's a no-brainer. I think it's almost unanimous that everybody's actually going to get their hands on this, man, because again, if you didn't have a Han Solo before, now you get a chance to get it. And I wouldn't be surprised if that people basically modify this. You might get people to basically modify the head sculpt or use the head sculpt for a younger version of Indy. So you could definitely do that as well.
Right.
You know, somebody might mod the hair and, you know, do whatever they need to do at that point. So you never know, man. You can definitely pull it off. But anyway,
don't sleep on this figure.
Yeah, definitely don't sleep on it. We did also get a reveal last week. One that, again, it's I'm not gonna say it was unusual. I mean, but if you know the storyline, which, you know, Chewie, we already talked about it. X-Men, you know, he's out there in the building as well, so he knows about this particular figure. And this is basically it's from they're putting this under the Arkham Origins line, you know, because that's how they did it. It was a playable suit in the game. But this is an actual book, you know, Nightfall Batman. This was actually a book, you know, a comic that came out. Of course, you know, definitely back in the day. And I actually, again, you know, we talked about this already, you know, before, Chewie, you know, with John Paul Valley taking over as Batman in the books, because at that time, you know, again, at the storyline of what happened with Batman when his back was broken, and he was healing. Of course, John Paul, which reluctantly, Batman was reluctant to do it. Even knowing the set of circumstances, he did it because he said, of course, there needed to be a Batman out there. There needed to be that level of fear. But at first, what we thought was a reformed John Paul was not a reformed John Paul, because again, those demons were still there. And he was like, you know what it was, bro? John Paul became the Gotham version of Dexter.
Yeah,
He did.
Yeah,
I can see that.
He literally did. He became the Gotham version of Dexter, using it for his ability to really kill and maim and harm individuals at that time, because again, he was still facing his demons, and this was just a modified version of his original suit. So if you know about it, again, which caused Batman to actually have to speed up his recovery and kind of talk this maniac down. But again, I figured that they decided to definitely release here or reveal like last week. Yeah, man. Here's the thing, because I'm very, very selective about the Arkham line, and I actually haven't collected too much from that line. This, even though it looks good, I don't know right now if I'm going to get it. You know what I mean? I don't really know right now. It looks good. It is a playable suit in the game, but I probably wouldn't use it for that specifically if I was to actually get it. But again, right now I'm not. But I love the way aesthetically it looks. I love the gauntlets. I love the chest plate. Even the light up LED feature that you actually get with this is going to be phenomenal. Yeah, Chewy, man, what's your thoughts on this piece, bro?
As a major fan of that particular comic storyline, I love it. I think it looks fantastic. If I'm surprised that it wasn't an exclusive. I would have thought that this is exactly the kind of thing that would work as an exclusive, because it's such a niche figure for people that know the comics. Yeah. I think that might be why they have the Arkham Origins label on it, is because they want people to think of, oh, well, you could play this in the video game, remember? And so I think they were trying to get to that audience, and maybe that's why it's a general release and not an exclusive. But I mean, I'm not going to get it. I'm not one of those. I don't collect a ton of Batman. I collect the Batman stuff that's nostalgic to me. Yeah. And while this sort of is, in the sense that when I was reading the comics at the time, this was a big deal storyline, and I remember it, and I have good feelings about that memory. But for the cost and for the fact that there's so many other things that I would get ahead of this in terms of priority, I'm content to let this one pass by. I do think it looks great. Don't get me wrong. This looks fantastic. I love that the eyes light up too. That's amazing. But yeah, it just with everything that we've got coming and everything that that little birds have told me is potentially also coming soon. I'm content to let this one wash over me, and I will admire it from afar. But I definitely think it's a great figure. I think anybody who gets it is going to be very happy.
Did you say wash over me? Pause with.
I was just still visualizing it.
Did you see? That's what I knew. I had to say it real quick.
I really need to be more careful about what words I choose. Oh my god!
You can't be careful. It's impossible. you never know.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes you're
anyone
not
else want to gush on this piece.
Yo, I'm done.
And then sometimes you do know.
Yeah. I wonder if Jay is watching, if he heard that.
He probably is. I wouldn't put it past. He definitely probably is, man. Yeah, Prop, man. What's your thoughts on this, man?
Bro, listen. I still got the classic joint, dog. You know what I mean? This is one of many. So now, but just like everybody else, right? I think we're all fans of that. I like the costume. I think it looks even more streamlined than it does in the comic book. To be honest with you, this makes more sense.
Yeah.
Right. Like even the weathering or the chips and the cracks and the actual whatever the hell this is. Azrael is a weird character to describe, because I don't know how to describe his armor.
He was like almost a serial killer, bro. Like he was Yeah,
He was only killing exactly like that. He was only killing bad people or who he thought was bad, right?
Yeah, it was basically who he thought was. He was like the Gotham's Punisher, you know,
right,
type of character, but with like really but he also had, if you stand in my way, I'll kill you too type of personality. So,
right.
It was the extreme 90s at that time, right?
Yeah,
like everybody was gray area villains and heroes, and so they were all anti-hero type. But
This was because it made sense when he took over, right? Like I remember being happy that he took over. Thought the costume was dope. That first comic, I thought it was dope. Yeah, it was one of those things too. It was a weird design because it was one of those things that depend on who was drawing it. Sometimes he looked good, and sometimes you wish for the old Batman to come back.
Bro, is it bad that I can hear X-Men saying this? Dude, give me that guy in the gargoyle in the corner at the top of your cabinet to look over the top of the room. Oh boy. I can hear him saying it, bro. I can hear it in my mind. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude. Man. But the price tag on this thing is it's got a nice little tag on it, bro.
Yeah.
So
and it is because and which most of the Arkham line figures do. You know what I mean? Because they know they're space for it. There's a lot of people out there, but from what I know, this also isn't the only figure coming from that line. You know, again, they're still kind of tipping down that road on it as well. But yeah, man.
And this feels like it would be more for the comic. I feel like the comic book fan, because I'm a fan of both. The comic book fan in me is the one that's screaming. Like the game is not doing it at all. You know what I'm saying? It's really just, this would be a cool little representation. And unfortunately, part of my money saving technique is, it was weird because I do got the Arkham figure. I've got Walter White. I've got Jim Carrey mask. So there's a handful of characters that I have that's not superhero. And even my superhero figures are usually movie figures. Yeah. And as Chewy was saying, every now and then something nostalgia to be like, I might break that, but that's really, I'm not doing that because I want to do it. I'm doing it because that's the only way I can save money. Otherwise, I'll be buying everything. You know?
We got a couple super chats. We got my man Colin DeLorean. He said, imagine, thank you for the $2 super bomb. He said, imagine this guy glowing on the shelf in a dark room. Ooh, yeah, that would be incredible. If you do it in like X-Men saying with a gargoyle on top, that would be incredible, man, for real. Yeah. And we got a super bomb, but my man CM Brock 19. You know when CM Brock come through, bro. You know he's making a statement when he does something like this. I'm definitely getting this. I picked up every Hot Toys product from Arkham series, even the repaints. But where's the Nightwing? Yeah, bro.
That's right.
I have no idea what they're doing. But let me rephrase this, CM Brock. Hold your horses. Your question's about to be answered soon. That's the only thing I can say. It's going to be answered, but there's a reason why they didn't release it when they did. So, which makes perfectly good sense because at the time, the competitor released one from the Titan show. So just hold your horses. Yeah, there's a lot that's going on.
Right.
Yeah. So from what I'm knowing and from sources, that's why I said this isn't the only figure that you're going to actually see from this line. So just to put out there, whatever. This Batman looks cool, but not for me. Definitely, I know a lot of people are saying that. But I know Mandy's going to get it because Mandy been looking at this for just playing, Mandy. What you think?
Oh, yeah. Well, the first thought I had when I saw it, I saw the string vest. You know what I thought? If I could turn back, I'm going to take the head off. I'm going to get Bob Dylan to help me find a share one, and I'm going to pop that on front of a battleship. That first picture you put up, I was just seeing her hair blowing in the wind. Yes, with the Predator share head.
Of course,
perfect. There's my display sorted. I'm selling the rest.
Yeah.
No, I don't know this character. It does look very cool. But I don't know.
I just know in the books when him and Batman, he gave Bruce the business. He gave Bruce the business for a second. If already add insult to this to injury, he gave Bruce the business for real.
Got some beautiful nails as well.
Yeah,
look at those.
Well, he uses those.
Yeah, even
those are functional.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Azrael suit had claws
the same thing. Yeah, it had the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
thing. This is almost an
Yeah.
exact extension, somewhat a
Of the
modified
Az.
version
Yeah.
of the Azrael suit that he actually had, his own, whatever.
But he
And
made
when
it
you
look
look
Batman-ish.
exactly, but when you look at it,
Yeah.
like I said before, like it's like a cross between both Spawn and Mr. Sinister. If you look at the suit a certain way,
Oh, right.
it
Yeah.
kind of gives you those.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't mean to bring. I'm sorry, prop. I didn't mean to bring up Spawn, bro. My bad. My bad.
Yeah, it's all right. It's
But-
all right. It's all right. He's
But
living
yeah,
that.
you know the ones that definitely. It looks incredible. It definitely looks
Yeah.
incredible. But it hasn't, because it's this again. It's not because it's not perfect. Because I think it's dope for what it is. And I never thought that we would actually see a Nightfall Batman in the collection. I never thought that you would be able to see something like this, and that's how dope it looks. But there's
It's
way
good
too
they're
much.
doing stuff like this, isn't it? You know.
Yeah. For people like me seeing Brock and everybody out there who knows the line, it's yeah, man. It's definitely
It's a time capsule too, if you think about it, because this is a very dated look from a very specific period in the comic.
Yeah,
Right.
And I mean, you remember during that time, during that era in the 90s, like everybody had pouches all over their costumes.
Yeah,
Right.
And there he is with the like rows of leg pouches all over his thigh.
Yep.
There.
I thought it
And
was a suspender, a sassy suspender
It works the same way. It works the same way.
Yeah,
with the
same
share
idea.
head. Yeah.
Pouch slash
Everything was spiky, and everything was like all the costume designs back in those days. They were really overworked. They had way too much.
The
going
big
on.
shoulder pads and everything back then, man. Yeah,
Right.
Original version of Cable is the perfect is the ultimate.
Rob Liefeld's original version of Cable, man. He made him look
That
like
is the ultimate 90s ridiculous costume.
Yup. He looked like it's like every character looked like a linebacker, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
Like every last one of them did, man. Like,
And it's so crazy because when you look at it now, of course Batman was going to come back. I remember thinking this was going to be the new Batman, but I'm looking at it now. This was never going to be. This design was never going to be Batman forever.
And anyone
Who's
who
gonna
thought
bring
it
back
might,
Batman?
anybody who thought it might was instantly disabused of that once he started killing people.
Which happened with like 3 or 4 issues later. You're right.
Everyone thought at that point, I think, okay,
wilding out. Yeah.
But
Hey,
it's
Timothy,
it's
coming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a cool design. But and like I said, it's if you are into that the 90s extreme style of comics when they were out, this is a great thing to have because it's a conversation piece.
Yeah,
right.
It definitely is.
It
definitely is, man. Like it is, and I like and I appreciate because you have a lot of Arkham fans, man. A lot of Arkham fans that want them to go down that line, and I'm glad that they're basically paying and they're giving this the same respect that they would actually give something like a Spider-Man game and stuff like that. They're going through the game and giving us the different skins, and that's why this looks incredible. I love it. X, what's your thoughts on this piece, man?
Ooh, what kind of a world do we live in where a man dressed as a bat
up
gets this
all of
message
my
from-
yeah, bro.
I
You ain't gonna do the animal part.
I didn't do the yeah, no, I'm not gonna.
You was about to get a pause whiz just cause. I don't even know if it matches.
This town needs an anima.
And yeah, that's what I think of this. This hobby needs an enema. I love seeing stuff like this. I mean, earlier this year, and prior, it's like, oh look, it's another Spider-Man. Oh look, it's another Spider-Man. Oh look, it's another Spider-Man. At least with this, the Batman, the variants and the alternate suits and all that's the alternate skins, they're vastly different from one another. And case in point, this is something that you can pull out of obscurity and put front and center, and it some people will recognize it from the Arkham game, some people will recognize it from the comics. But talk about one hell of a good looking piece. Like this is something else. It's not, and no shade on Spider-Man, but it's not another Spider-Man. It's not with different coloration. The costume, the lights, like they put in some work on this, and it's much appreciated. I'm not going to be picking it up, but for anyone who is, I mean, you're going to have a heck of a time, especially again if you're for the people throwing out ideas of just having this on, on perched on top of a gargoyle or beating someone half to death. I think there's a lot you can do with this.
Don't sell them short.
Yeah. So I just love the light up features on this. I think it's great, and the coloration is great. It's just, I think they nailed it with this one.
Yeah.
Where else could you get away with a cape like that?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's again such. I'm so surprised that they actually did it, because even this was a violent ass book. I'm sorry, it was a violent. He was a very violent character and used his opportunity well when the opportunity was provided. But it definitely looks good. But yeah, definitely not something right now. I'm not going to get it because there's just way too much out there. But I can't wait to see blogger photos, what people are going to pull off with it. I know I'm going to see this all through Figure Flex Friday. It's going to be incredible. So definitely, man. All right, just a few things. Well, one quick mention here. And I told him that I would actually do this for him because he mentioned it. Miguel hit me up because, again, for anybody out there who might be looking for this, he's selling it. He wants to know that if anybody was interested in it, to hit him up and pretty much let him know. And that is the Rocky Legacy Collectors Deluxe Edition that he's getting rid of. So that I think he actually has his brand new that he's selling. So anybody's interested in it, hit up Miguel from Toy Quests, and he'll actually, get it for you. And then if you want it, he got you back in that space. So yeah, just wanted to put that out there real quick. Also, though, want to round this out here with this, and again, we normally don't do this, and when it comes, well, actually, it's pop culture, so we got to actually talk about it real quick. And that's the simple fact that we finally have a script for Batman 2. Now I know a lot of people were basically waiting for this and were wondering when it was going to happen. There were a lot of rumors that we may not have actually seen it, but right now we see the script. It is done, and they are prepped and getting ready, to kind of present this. We don't know specifically when it's going to go into production, but at least we know as of right now there is an actual script. Now the reason why I'm bringing this up is how popular that damn Batman 2 figure was. Whether it was InArt doing it, whether it was Hot Toys doing it, we had the Bat Cycle, we had so many different things. Do you think that there's opportunity now, the possibility, because we know what volume we were dealing with, what year we were dealing with this? Do you think we're going to get an upgrade on the suit, and do you think it's going to have much of an impact that it had, since the first run in the first film? X, I want to start with you first. What's your thoughts on this, bro?
Well, my first thought is, by the time this comes out, we still won't have a Zoe Kravitz Catwoman. Too soon?
Probably true.
Hey,
probably true.
Not too soon. Not too soon.
Speak your truth. It ain't too soon.
But no, I think whatever suit they're going to do, it's going to be. I mean, they are going to make changes. He always has his wonderful toys. Always get updates. And an updated suit, I think, is going to. I mean, people embrace the first; they're going to embrace the second. Who knows? Maybe he'll have a new set of wheels. And if that's the case, then look out, because then here comes another vehicle, probably from Jazz Inc, depending on how it looks. So I'm curious to see if they'll branch out and give us more than just Batman. I don't know who the villain's going to be in part 2. Of course, I'm sure the Penguin will return, but we didn't get an official Penguin, did we? Mars gave us one, but no, I do think that there'll be an update to the suit, because it's Batman, and every Batman movie has a different suit. It'd be a missed opportunity not to. So now whether or not all parties are going to try to make the same Batman, and we're going to get into a dick measuring contest like we did, earlier, where it's just like, I'm making Batman. No, I'm making Batman.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You're all pretty. Everyone here is pretty. You're all pretty.
Exactly, right? Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to happen again. We'll see. Who knows? If someone beats the other to the punch and they make the definitive, Pattinson Batman, then I think that, who knows, maybe they'll then back off and go, okay, we maybe don't need to make the same figure. Every company doesn't need to make the same figure, just slightly more expensive than the other. So, yeah, I do think that there's more goodness on the way. I can't wait to see, where the story goes. I very much enjoyed the first film, to the point where I actually I have the score. I have the score on vinyl. I have that on vinyl.
Yeah.
Which is quite nice. Do I have it?
It's a beautiful score too, bro.
The
music in that, yeah. When I'm working, I can just play that joint. It's
oh yeah, it's right here.
Classic.
Oh, nice,
bro.
Oh yeah.
Yes. But no, I can't wait to see what we get from this. I'm always game for more Batman, and I hopefully by then we have the Zoe Kravitz Catwoman.
Yeah, definitely, bro. This is going to be phenomenal. Can't wait to see what they'll do. A really quick super chat we got here from my boy Agent Silver Fox. Long day. This old man is tired. See you all next week with my banjo and Leo will speak in a Scottish accent. Definitely thank you for being here. Also, we got my man Benjamin E. Green, 32 months membership, man. Thank you so much, man. He said, imagine Jazz Inc. doing the Arkham Batmobile. Yeah, that.
God.
Did you see their animated series that they finally show the production photos of?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah,
Of
buddy.
what?
Of the Batmobile. The Batmobile. They basically
right.
showed the animated version.
Oh,
of that.
yeah.
So yeah.
It looks great. I really like it.
Yeah, it definitely looks good. Truly, what's your thoughts on, the simple fact that we've now gotten the announcement of, finally, they've come up with a script for, the movie, the film, and the possibilities of what we can actually get in the future from it.
Yeah, it was a little hot minute there, wasn't it? That we were waiting to see if this movie was even going to happen. There was so much talk of people going on and on. Well, it's going to be canceled. Well, it's not going to happen. Well, it doesn't fit with James Gunn's new DCU and everything else. But I never lost faith that it was going to happen. I always thought it would. It's just taking its time. They're making sure they got the right story, the right team together, everything else. But yeah, I fully expect that we will get a new suit because that's just the way Batman is. And I was not a massive fan of the suit. I liked it. I prefer when I don't see all the workings of it, that it doesn't just look like a guy in an armored suit walking around in the dark. I like there to be some more mystery involved with Batman, for the villains to not know how he's doing what he's doing. So I'm hoping that the new suit designs might conceal more of what he's got going on. But aside from that, I think we're probably going to get a couple of more figures from. I think we're gonna need a couple more figures. Like, we never really got an official Riddler either.
No, we didn't.
Right.
So I mean, there's that.
Not an official one.
There were third parties that did it.
Hey, but you know what? At least we got third parties who did that. I mean, that terrible third party Catwoman. I think, hell no. That Zoe Kravitz one that was. That third party Riddler actually did look good. I remembered seeing that and thinking that's not bad. But yeah, I think Hot Toys is going to definitely hit this running. They're going to hit the ground running on this one. I mean, I think there's a good chance that there will be a new vehicle. I don't think Hot Toys is going to touch it. They teased like they were going to do the Batmobile from the first one, and then they never did it. So I suspect it's going to be, you're going to see a new Batman figure. You're going to see a Penguin figure. You're probably going to see whatever the villain for the new movie is going to be. I don't think it's going to be the Penguin. I think they'll have another new villain. But he'll be in it.
And I hate to say it, I don't think we're going to see that Zoe Kravitz Catwoman, and it's stupid. I don't understand why they didn't do it, but
you're not going to see it from Hot Toys, but you probably will see it from Jazz Inc. I'll just put it to you that way.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
You probably will see it
so
from Jazz Inc. So
someone's going to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know why Hot Toys didn't, but
I don't know if it's a licensing issue or they just didn't care.
It's it could a little from column A and a little from column B.
Yeah, it's different in between.
You know,
so
but I don't know why they would leave money on the table like that.
Yeah,
you know that figure would sell.
Yeah,
that figure would have blown. But yeah, at any rate, I'm happy to see that the script is done. Yeah. And I like the same thing as like what Chris was saying. I'm curious to see what storyline they're going to be pulling the idea from, because as the first one was from the Long Halloween for the most part. Mm-hmm. This one I don't know, and I like that I don't know. Yeah. That's one of the things I really like about it. I don't want to know.
You don't want to know. Yeah, just
let me see the movie and go, oh, that was this. You know, like
just do it. Yeah, just do it type of situation.
Don't Mark say Lee, Court of Owls. That would be something.
Yes.
They teased it.
And that would fit. Yep, that would fit into this world.
You're right. Yeah, that would fit. Actually, you're right.
They definitely teased it with the story of, you know, definitely Martha and, you know,
the background of his family.
The background of his family. That was actually teased. So I think that would be smart. I just honestly, and I know this is going to sound horrible, because I feel the same way about even the new Superman even though I can't wait to see it. I'm so tired of the same trope, using the same villains over and over again. I don't want to see another Joker story told. Expand it. Like, there's other stories within those universes that could be told. It's not just about those. It's because it's the most recognizable. What's most recognizable is the main character. You know Batman. And again, there's a whole rose gallery of different things that you can actually tell. Hell, even if they did Hush, I'd be cool with that. You know what I mean? I'd be definitely cool with that. But the Joker, man, like, I know it has its place, but just don't force it. Come on, man. Just don't definitely do that. We got 12-inch Moose Dream, 14-month. He said, hey, Renz Talentino, still any of his art, your heart with any of his art. You already know, man. That's what he does, man. Always, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, Mandy, what you think about this? Mandy, do you have the Batman figure? Or do you have
No, I have Batman 89, and then I have the DX08 Joker.
Okay.
And I've got the deluxe Battle Damage Michelle Pfeiffer on pre-order.
Gotcha.
So I didn't watch this Batman film until probably about a year ago, because I'm not a massive Robert fan, to be honest. And it was like, no, not having it, because really, Michael Keaton is my Batman, or I could go Adam West, but it's like, no, not old grumpy face, not old flipping skinny face, but then I thought, I'll give Robert Pattinson a watch, and he was really good, and I have to say I really enjoyed the film, and I didn't, when you're like, I just watch it, but I'm not going to enjoy it. Actually, it was really quite good, and I like Zoe Kravitz as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I wouldn't say I'm super excited, but yeah, absolutely. But I'm excited for everybody that's really excited. My friend Matt Beach, he posts a lot in Figure Flex Friday. He's a massive Batman fan, so this is probably making his toes wiggle a little bit. As I should imagine, lots of people are going, "Oh, we want to film." But I'm pleased for you. I'm pleased for everybody. I will watch it. I'll watch it at the cinema this time. I won't wait and just watch it on TV, because I did enjoy it. But all is good.
Hey,
if Casey Stackoff's in it, then of course it's going to be the best film ever.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, turn your lights down. Dim those lights. Light those candles. Ladies, be ready to experience the moisture.
Yeah.
We have the one and only.
Hey,
We got the.
Oh,
Yo, even X knew before I even brought him in. X knew. Yo, I didn't even bring him in yet. I didn't know. Yo. Yo, how the hell, bro? Come on, man.
Yo, the same shit. Anytime you drop your register in your voice, I'm like, my wife's on the other side of this wall, man. Come on now.
What's going on, bro? You good, man? What's going on with you, man?
I'm tired. My bad. I just got in from 4 from work, and I woke up late initially, but I was still coming on, so I should have been on around like 9:20, 9:30.
Yeah. Nah, bro, you good.
I get washed up. I come in here to get ready. I'm like, left my laptop in the truck. So I had to run to grab it and then come back. So that's why I'm late.
No doubt. No, we good, man. We good. What you think about this though, man? Because again, we just got the news a couple days ago that the Batman 2 script is actually done, man. What's your thoughts on it? Then we're gonna actually go to prop. What's your thoughts about this, bro?
You know my motto. It's about damn time.
I think that's what everybody was saying, bro.
Right? But I mean, let the chef cook. I mean, if he needs time, give him the time he needs. And it is what it is. I can't think of anything that he's ever done that was a bad film. I love all the 8 films.
Yeah.
The first one of this was it knocked it out the park. So I look forward to seeing what they come with. I'm happy that's going to be something completely different and elseworld from what Gunn is going to do. With the DC. So I look forward to seeing what we got. Don't come out with no more damn Batmobiles from this shit because I'm not buying another one. But,
I'm gonna hold your thought on because I'm gonna pull something else up after this that we need to take a look at here because X brought it up and I just brought it up. I'm like, fuck. Well, we gonna take a look at it in just a sec. Prop man, what's your thoughts about this, bro?
Bro, I'm a Michael Keaton Batman fan. I want to say that. I think The Dark Knight is one of the greatest movies, not just one of the greatest superhero movies. I think it's top 10 greatest movies ever made. With that being said, my daughter points out, I told my daughter that The Dark Knight was my favorite Batman movie. And my daughter was like, no, Dad, the Batman is. Because every time I walk in your studio, it's on or the music is playing. So if I had to judge it by how many times that I watch it, which I think is honest, I think the Batman is probably my favorite. I know it's my favorite superhero movie. I just love it, dude. It's just the art. I grew up on Boris Karloff, Bela Lugosi, Dracula, like everything that those movies were. This was because it started with the music. It was just the score was just literally just beautiful 1930s, 1940s feel.
It's a film noir.
Exactly. You're right. Yep, exactly. And and of course, Batman's been around for a long time, so it's not like this is the exact Batman from the comic book, but this does represent a version of Batman from the comic book that we haven't seen. We just hear that The Dark Knight, wonderful movie, where he just put a bullet hole into a computer, did some analyzation, and that's his detective work. You know what I mean? My man here, Robert, actually, foot to the ground, finding out stuff. With that being said, and low-key pointed out too, Matt Reeves, 8 movies. When I found out he was doing Batman, those 8 movies, all 3 of them were good. That first trilogy were all of them were really good. But specifically those 2 that he did, I just think, again, I think they were very, very purposeful. The cinematography was wonderful. Music was throwback to the original. And even if I'm looking at that, I can't see, to your point, your question was about the figures and the updates. I'm hoping it does. I wanted to update. I like Chewie's idea. When you say hiding it, I mean, that's as simple as just changing the cape. You know what I'm saying? And covering up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm expecting some changes because that's what we get in Batman movies, but I hope it's not a super jump. unless there's a timestamp to it. You know what I mean? If part 2 is 3 years later, then yeah, I'm gonna expect some changes in the Batmobile and the suit. So I guess it depends on where the story picks up. And just seeing what kind of director he is, I don't think he's into that toy stuff, because a lot of the changes, we said that Batmobile changes, costume changes. Well, we know old Warner Brothers, those changes were because we got to sell toys. You know what I'm saying? So we want to change the Batmobile completely if you can, you know? So I don't see that happening this time, but at the same time, there is, because this was year 1, technically year 2 Batman. We know there's room to change. That the whole purpose is that he's going to grow. Yep. My guess is the biggest change is going to be Bruce Wayne. If I'm looking at the first movie, he was real broody in that. And people diss that. Oh, well, he was that. But I think it was purposeful, and I think it was designed for him to.
It was him discovering
character to
what
grow.
he needed to be.
Exactly.
You can't. There wasn't. He discovered that. Okay, the world. Okay, yes, I am both, but the world. There's a time where the world's going to need Bruce Wayne. And there's a time when the world is going to need Batman, and I need to be that Bruce Wayne persona. You know what I mean? It has to be that way. So yeah.
Right. But even when you just said that, the end of the movie does resonate, where he also said that Batman was going to have to be this beacon of hope. So maybe Batman does change because he got to be more public than. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I like you guys said, dude. I'm excited to not know. If I have a lack of excitement, I'm excited about it, period, because I love that director. I'm a movie dude. I love that director. I can't wait to see what's next. It's hard to be excited because we don't know anything about it, and it's still early. Like, we're celebrating now just based off the script. I need more than the script to know that this thing is going to get made. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still have a fear of what Superman is going to do, and I said it on your show already. I think Superman is going to be good. Everybody's questioning it. I just really, really believe that this is going to be a dope movie. With that being said, if it's super good, there can be some negative changes for my boy, the Batman. And if Superman is bad, I feel like there is a lot resting on him, even though James Gunn is saying otherwise. There's a lot resting on whether it's successful or not. That might affect my Matt Reeves Batman. So I'm still kind of nervous, bro. But yeah, man. Hey, but I didn't get the Batmobile, the 22 Bat. So I'm a little bit different, man. If they drop another one, I'm down for it. But I don't see the changes being drastic from movie to movie. But we'll see.
I mean, that was more of a sports car that he just souped up.
Exactly.
It's not really a Batmobile.
Exactly.
An armored supercar. So I can.
So there's room to grow.
I can see them coming with new
modifying,
like Rob said, new suit, updated on the suit, updated car, and he's definitely gonna have an updated persona. That wasn't that we know and love. You know, he clearly didn't know that Bruce Wayne is the mask. Like, that's the real mask. You know, he is Batman. So I think we're definitely gonna get a complete 180 on that aspect of his persona and everything that comes with it. So I look forward to it.
And he also, like in the other movie too. I mean, like he's gone through, including the trauma that he's gone through with losing his parents. He very, very closely came to losing Alfred in the movie.
Right.
So
it's a beautiful scene.
And I think his worldview has changed a little in terms of, because for the first 75% of that film, like he says in the movie, he's vengeance. He's just going around, but by the end, he knows he needs to still be feared by the people that still need to fear him, but he needs to be loved by the people who he's protecting. So I do see a character, his character arc from the beginning of that movie to the end of it is beautiful writing. Like it's the script, the way they handled that was perfect. So
and the simple really fact that
a lot.
And to your point too, I think the costume was fit that too, because he was on the brawling thing. So even the cape, because I prefer the cape. But when I saw the pictures of the suit, I wasn't thrilled with. That was one of them things I had to see in the context of the. I didn't like the collar. I didn't like the collar. Yeah, it was. But seeing in context of the movie, it faded away. But to your point, I can see where everything was built so he can move. The cape was back, but I would love to see the dipping in. He was walking out of the shadows. He had some shadowy kind of scenes, but we didn't really see him use the shadows like we know. That was the one Batman thing that was missing. He didn't use the shadows like we're used to seeing them, and a lot of that has to do with the costume and what his goal was. But you're right to the point where that was part of that arc of that movie.
Yeah, real dope.
I like though, what I did like though, the use of the shadows was again the perception of the person who feared him. Even in the very beginning, they showed an aspect of it where he's just looking at an alleyway and looking at a door. You didn't know whether or not he was there or not. He could have basically been there, but it was the fear. I love the simple fact that you didn't see a silhouette. It was the fear of knowing the possibility of him being there.
Yeah.
So I like the way Matt Reeves used that.
Yeah.
You never know where he basically is. He can pop up at the most inopportune time. Move real quick though. I want to go to this because Calvin, you made a statement earlier. You was like, "Yeah, I'm not getting any more Batmobiles. I'm done." And I get that.
I didn't say that.
You said I'm
I wish that's what I have said. I said I'm not getting any more from this realm of Batman. This one is good.
So okay. So with that basically being said, though, what about this, bro? What about this right here, bro? This I'm even me looking at it right now, bro. I didn't realize because again, I think there's what 2 versions, one with the blue hue and one with the black, right? And damn, this shit looks good, bro.
Yeah,
fuck, like that shit looks
47 inches long.
It's huge.
Pause with.
Yeah. I was thinking about it. I wasn't sure if that was a pause with, just in case.
Oh,
just in case.
No pause. Take it all. No tip.
Yo, what do you think about this, Calvin?
I thought it was dope since he announced it. I have yet to order it. I'm actually mad because now the deposit is 300 as opposed to 100, so I'm kicking myself for that one.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see I want to see like actually the pictures of people like showing up in people's hands and seeing more photography on it. I just want to see because I want to see how that color pops in people's collections. Lighting. I want to see if you'll be able to see the blue lines and the streaks. That's what I'm concerned about. Because if I do get this, I want the blue one. I'm currently trying to finish my actor tutor, which is going to go right here. That's going to be my centerpiece in the room when you first walk in. So I'm focused on that right now to finish that off because trying to do 2 and 3 jazz ink pieces at once on top of everything else, that's a disservice to yourself. So, and I've done it several times before. So I'm just trying to one piece at a time because the tumbler just came out. I want that. And like I said, I know I want this. So I'm trying to get that one knocked out the way before I jump into another deep ditch.
Yeah. Got you, bro. Got you. I mean, so Calvin, you're still on the fence about this.
Yeah, it's just that, and where am I going to put it? At this point, this whole wall is taken. This whole wall is full of cases. At this point, like I maxed it out. Like, look, there's no roof left.
Oh wow!
Like I've maxed it out with these cases. So I mean, technically, I do have space on these 2 walls here, but what am I going to do on my statues? Things like that. And I don't want to put things back in the box. But at this point, it's like, damn, do I start an actual garage in the garage of cars? And then it's the whole thing. It's the car. It's hitting up Brian and getting another module case or another set of cases. Having to wait for that. Having to put that shit together. So do I want to go down? It's more about do I want to go down that rabbit hole as opposed to just the car. The car is the easy part. Everything else that comes with it.
X, man, like you said you're getting this or you're contemplating it? Contemplating.
Theatrics. I am this is on pre-order. So in November I will actually be moving my collection to a different room in my apartment. A much larger space.
Okay.
So I could make it work in the space I'm currently in, but the space that I'm going to be moving it to, it'll work even better. And I have some pieces like the McFarlane animated Batwing, which is not 1/6 scale, but it's still about 44 inches long. So it's something you could still have in the same display area, and it would work quite well. Much like I'm going to have the 1/12 scale, 89 Batwing that Jazz Inc is going to do, and that's going to go near my 89 Batmobile. So again, you can play with scale in that way, and it still works quite well. So I pre-ordered it before seeing this photo, just because I'm pretty confident in the fact that Jazz Inc is going to release a product that is going to be it's going to be top notch. I know it's going to be a product that's going to be top notch. Now, whether or not it meets every individual collector's expectations, that's the thing, because you had some individuals who are like, well, if they use the color change paints, that's used on this product, but then Jazz Inc is saying, well, that would be incredibly expensive to do this, so let's look into other options. So in this case, kind of like a cell shaded option, and it makes sense to do a subtle cell shaded option, because if you look at Batman the Animated Series, cell shaded, there's a lot of cell shading in that. So I do think that with the light hitting this in the right way, it's not going to you're still going to get the blue that you're looking for, and from certain angles it's going to look different. But no, I can't wait to get this in the collection. So I'm on a payment plan, and I'm making my payments, and this is going to be. I still need to order a Batman from Jazz Inc. Probably the realistic version as shown here, because I really want that Paul Dini signature plate to go with my Batmobile. So I'll have the realistic version of Batman with the Paul Dini signature plate, the signature plate that comes with the Batmobile, and then we'll see where they go with Batman figures from then on out. But
so you're going to go with not the animated version, but the more realistic version.
The more realistic version, only because from a third party, I already have an animated version. Gotcha. And the more I look at this, the more actually realistic this car is beginning to look. So it's. I think the realistic Batman works quite well with it.
That's a good point.
That's a good point. Prop, what about you, bro? Like, is this something that you're thinking about, man?
Yo, it's out of my price range. I just looked. You guys are good salesmen because you guys are talking about it, and I just went and looked at it. See, like maybe I can fit this into the budget. But like Cal said, man, it's a size makes it. I'm trying to word it where I don't get pause whizzed. It's too big. It's too big.
It's a size.
I know there was nothing. I thought about it. There's nothing I can say. But
yeah, you already said.
But with that being said, dude, it's a beautiful piece. I like the way it's painted. X was saying, depending on the light, with them, it looked like they kind of like airbrushed the edges. So this is done in a way where I think the light isn't going to matter. You know what I'm saying? It's going to have that highlight, that look, regardless of where it's sitting. So I think it was actually a smart choice. You know what I'm saying? So it actually looks good. If I was to get it, it would be the animated Batman. The only thing that's making me pause on the Batman himself, I've got Kevin Conroy signed my Mondo version.
Okay.
It was just a base.
Oh, wow.
It was just a base, so I might be able to switch the figure out. It might not be an issue. Right.
That's right. I wasn't going to he was available, so I wish I had that opportunity.
Yeah, and this was right before.
The box, it doesn't matter. You got that man's signature.
Nah. The signature ain't going nowhere, and it was experience. Got the picture, bro. He got up on the table and did his "I am the Night," the whole entire "I am the Night" speech, man. And I didn't know he was, he was sick, dog. But he was very, very much part of the community, and it was a performer and did his thing to the end, man. So we always say Michael Keaton is put me on the Batman, dude, but Kevin Conroy is right there with him. Mark Hamill is right there with the Joker at that time period. But yeah, man, dude, it's a dope piece, bro. It's just literally this is one of the few times where money played a part. And when this was for, I think I was waiting for the Ghostbusters figures too. So that was my ones that I had to get. And I was hoping they were going. I knew they were going to be expensive. It's 4 figures, you know what I'm saying? So I knew it was going to be up there anyway. You flipped it, they end up costing a little bit more than I even thought they were going to cost. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those Ghostbusters threw me off, man. So it's really a good decision. I didn't jump at this, man, because I really would have been eating ramen noodles and the kids. It's okay when I'm eating ramen noodles, but I got to make sure I take care of my kids. If I had caught this, they would have been eating ramen noodles as well.
Yeah, I get you, bro. I definitely get that, man. Yeah, man. Mandy, I already know. I already know.
I've got a DeLorean. I don't need anything else.
The DeLorean 2.
I already know.
Yeah.
I know how you feel about this already. So
The thing is, Lael, the size. You know how small cars are in Britain. It's probably about the size of my car.
Yeah.
I've already got one. Mine's just white. It's all right. We're good.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, we've always been raised that size matters. I mean, especially here in America. So.
Because there is,
well, it's cold in Canada.
You can use Pause Wiz too much, right? Like, is that at some point we just stopped using it because the show didn't went in that direction?
Did y'all just get the reference that Rob said?
Yeah.
I heard the cold. I heard cold.
I said it's cold in Canada.
It always goes here, doesn't it?
All the pause, son. All the pause. Pause everything.
You missed last week. Now that was.
Oh, dear.
Oh man. That's all my money. It got all my money, bro.
Yep.
Yes, but did you get all the hot dogs?
No, you're gonna have to explain that question.
All you want is the mouthful of hot dogs. Is that why you're explaining me?
Whoa!
You gotta listen.
Things in my mouth. Putting words in my mouth. Yeah. Damn it, Rob. Damn it.
Y'all thought you were saying that live, bro. That's a whole show.
Every once in a while, I get a good one.
Rob, what's your thoughts on this, man?
I love it. I wish I could get it. I just do not have a space where I can put it. I had the heartbreaking experience that I had to get rid of. I had to cancel my 89 Batman, 89 Batmobile. And that was shorter than this. Like, this is even bigger. So yeah, I kind of decided at one point that if I ever do try for it again, like, I'm just going to keep trying to go for that 89 Batmobile. That's my Batmobile.
Yeah.
As much as I love this, and if money and space were no object, I would have this in a heartbeat. I love the blue. I love the animation feel of it. You know, I loved the show. I loved the cartoon. I thought the cartoon was awesome. The animated Batman was probably some of the best Batman we've ever had. And so just for that reason alone, I would love to have this, but I just can't. It's tragic for me, but I just can't do it. But oh my God, I wish I could, because I love this. I think Yost is just a genius. Like, he just,
bro.
Yeah, he got the Midas touch when it comes to this, bro. Like, and he chose his lane wisely. And he did it in the opportunity where he can grant the license, and he capitalized on the simple fact that he can bring the level of accuracy that Hot Toys just can't. They're incapable of doing right now for this particular space. And now that he has the license, you know.
And he's doing it out of love, not hate. I love that, bro. He never hates on I haven't heard him hate on Hot Toys or hate on that. Just like, man, this is something I love. I think I can do. I think I can bring this for a select few. And that's, you know, even people that may complain about the price, that's part of it too. Because I love my Hot Toys 89 Batman. I got two of them. I got one back here. Dude, I still love them. You know what I'm saying? But dude, that Jazz Inc was just a little bit a lot more accurate. You know what I'm saying? But You know what I'm saying? It's what you want to pay for, what you want in your collection. How much room? I just posted a video today. I've got my 89, my Hot Toys one is inside a case that my wife bought for me. I can't put the Jazz Inc in there. You know what I mean? So Hot Toys 89 Batmobile is still special to me because the case is special to me and it's there. You know what I'm saying? But
so there you go. Yeah.
So Jazz Inc is they're which is part of the hold up on this too, man, because you got so much other stuff. Like Cal, like I'm still looking at this. I'm still looking at it. I haven't pulled the trigger. I'm still looking at the Penguin figure that I haven't pulled the trigger. That I'm pretty sure I'm going to get, but I haven't. But I do got the Catwoman.
You know what I'm looking at?
What you looking at? A Penguin, 1/6 scale.
I'm looking at that
Duckmobile.
I'm looking at that.
That's a 3D masterpiece that you're getting from Prop Wiz. Now, if you're expecting Jazz Inc quality, you might have to repaint that bad boy to get that. So you're gonna have to put in a little bit of work.
Oh no. I've seen your work, sir, and it speaks for itself. You are a genius in your own right.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. 1/6 scale Duck is coming. Ooh, I don't want to hear no complaints that it's a few inches off, or
you will not hear.
I'm not a master scaler.
It'll be close. It'll be great. It'll be fantastic.
Definitely, man. Yeah, I kind of, like I said, I wanted to cover that because again, the incredible work. Here's the thing: is like I have to be more reserved for what's coming in October. So you already know. I'm kind of focused on just that, so I can't think about anything else.
Is it a secret? I want to know.
No, it's not a secret.
No, it's not a secret.
It's coming in October.
Linda Carter.
I like to say it's not a secret. But
Yes.
It's not a secret.
Oh, sure. Yeah. No.
I gotta stay.
You know what? I don't remember hearing the date. I didn't get the date.
Yes, it's definitely October. So that's when he's pushing to get that done.
Want to be Poison Ivy and Wonder Woman in October?
I think it's either Poison Ivy and Wonder Woman or what's her name? I don't know if he said Eartha Kitt or
I'm sorry, not Eartha Kitt. Julie Newmar.
Oh, Julie Newmar, Catwoman. Yeah.
Yo, Ren said October 25th. Are you just saying that because that's our birthdays?
Well, he said October 25th is possibly when the interview or when he's pushing to do it. If he does that on my birthday,
is there a light shining on me? There should be a light
on my mind, man. If he does
shining on me right now.
And as always, because
that's my birthday, man. That means somebody in the audience should be copying the Prop Wiz one for free.
I owe it to Calvin. I owe it to Calvin because I didn't get Calvin on that last show with us. So
he wasn't salty about it though, and that's a good thing. He wasn't salty in the slightest.
What did I do?
We gonna get Calvin. I gotta get Calvin on that show. Once we get Jazz Inc to do that show, we gotta get Calvin.
Oh yeah. I was like, the fuck.
We got
Seven. As I said, he handled it really well.
Yeah, we definitely gonna get Calvin on that one, man, for real, because it's gonna be fun all around, man. I cannot wait. Yeah, man, that should be definitely a good event. But yeah, man, definitely thank you guys, man. We got. What'd you say?
A question, real quick.
What's up?
And this is for both the panel and the chat. I need y'all's feedback. So there's been this running joke with Ian and I. I don't know if anybody in the chat saw. I called him Dope Boy earlier in the chat. Right? he made a what's that damn movie he's always talking shit about?
Sinners?
No. Where is it? That's
Over the Top.
Over the Top, yeah.
Oh, Over the Top. Yeah.
I understand. I'm a truck driver. I get it. But it's just my profession. That ain't got shit to do with me. But anyway, so I have my movie room in the loft, right? And I've got several different movie posters up. One of which is Boys in the Hood. All right. So again, I need y'all's opinion, panel and chat. Between Ian and I, who more likely would be Trey and Doughboy? Because he has this in his head that he's dope. He's Trey and I'm Doughboy.
You're not Doughboy. You're not.
And I'm like, I don't think that works that way, player.
Yeah, I don't see that one.
Yeah, you're not Doughboy, bro.
Yeah. I didn't think so, but I was like, he was like, man, back in the day, I had. Stop it.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
nah.
not
Stop
double.
it. You are not Trey. Sorry, player. Sorry.
Yeah, nah, son. Nah. You're definitely not. Nah. We can't say you doughboy. You would definitely be more.
I know I'm not crazy, but I just wanted to get some other opinions.
You would definitely be more Trey, bro. You're not doughboy, man, for real. But definitely, man, thank you guys, everybody out there, for being with us today. And everybody on the panel, man, appreciate that. Mandy, what you got going on? What you got coming up?
Just a regular old week this week, apart from picking up Han and Luke midweek. Just a bit of work. Nothing else, just teaching, cycling to work and back, enjoying the lovely weather, and really looking forward to getting those 2 figures in.
Right. That's right.
It's been ace as well, just hanging out with you. I know it's been a couple of weeks for me, but it's been lovely seeing all your little faces again. So, it's just been ace. And, I have such a lovely time here. It's like, I don't want to scare you by grouping you in with how I feel, but you are my people. Yes, you are. Oh, and it's so lovely. Honestly, this community, it's just so special. And I bloody love you lot. So
yeah, appreciate it. We love you too. We're so glad to have you here with us, and each and every week, as always. So definitely appreciate you always being here. Chewy, man, what's up with you, man? What you got going on, buddy?
This week's gonna be busy. I've had to keep pushing back the final episode of my 6-scale archaeology. Just because stuff keeps coming up. But yeah, I'm hoping that I'll be able to get it up between now and Thursday. So that gives me 4 days. And I expect everyone to hold me to that. Because it's just been one of those weeks. But yeah, that's kind of the main thing. Next Sunday, I may not be around just because I have to go away for a work-related. I have to go and help supervise at another dig site, and we're going to be gone for the better part of the weekend. I might be back in time, but I don't think so. Gotcha. If anything changes, I'll let you know. But no doubt. Otherwise, it's just going to be a busy week, and I hope it's not so super hot like it was this past week, because that was terrible. That's why the beard is gone. You spend so much time in the ground, and in the woods and digging around, and it picks up twigs, it picks up bugs, it picks up you name it.
Doesn't it trap air, a beard, so it keeps you cooler?
Oh, it wasn't so much the heat; it was just everything that would get stuck in
up.
And
and
it was just a pain.
You kind of glazed over bugs. That would have did it for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I would have shaved all my hair off.
Yeah, it's archaeology is a dirty business.
Yeah.
Put it that way. But yeah,
so you're a real archaeologist. So I'm learning stuff as we speak, yo.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yo! So, please tell me you wear a fedora and leathers.
Everyone,
you gotta.
everyone want to step in on that one there?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You got them both. Episode 2 of 6.
I'm watching episodes
for the first couple of my episodes. I wore the kit for my introduction. So, yeah, I have the whole thing.
You showed them off last Sunday.
I wore them last Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
He's got a whip.
I do. I went around for the longest time trying to hunt down every piece that was made by the people that made it for the movies, and I did manage to get everything. So I have the whole.
You are a proper geek, aren't you?
Wow. I am, and I've never worn it to a con.
Yeah,
and that's mainly because I'm not ever there as a fan. I'm always there. And during
you're always there doing your yeah.
But if you dressed like that at your table, more people would come, and then they would get like Your
They
autograph?
might.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a good idea, but that's going to get real hot. That leather jacket is no joke.
Just have a little fan
yeah,
and
yeah,
a
yeah.
little glass of water just blowing cool.
Yeah.
I should just have a little bucket of ice and a fan blowing.
Yeah.
Usually
Like
I have a
Cher.
box of wine under my table, but that's it's the way you get through those shows sometimes. I have a coffee cup that you can't see through, and I'm down here just.
Say word, man.
But yes, thank you for having me. Before I
As
say anything else
always.
incriminating,
As always.
this was always fun, and it's always great to see you guys. And like Mandy said, you guys are my people. But you know,
Appreciate you.
So,
Appreciate you as always. Thank you for
They're
being
going
here.
like that. No, we're not. Here we are.
Calvin, what you got going on, man?
I thought I was going to sit on my ass for the rest of the day until I just got reminded that my best friend's.
We had to bring this up. You remember this, bro?
That's a good cover, though.
That's
Yeah, it is.
great.
It
Look
is.
at the hair.
That's some artistry
Yeah,
there
the show
right
that.
there.
Oh my god, that's artisan hair.
Yeah, that's right there.
That's funny.
He's gonna get a kick out of that, especially since I exposed his doughboyness.
Yeah, bro. You already know.
So it looks like after I get out of here, I'm about to get dressed to go to my boy's retirement party that I just
word.
left out. So
Oh, word.
that's it. Yeah, I completely forgot the date. So
Okay.
that's it. Hang out, get back ready for the grind tomorrow and back at it.
You already know, man. Definitely
I mean,
appreciate
I
it.
apologize for coming in so late, but I could have
Nah,
came in
bro.
my phone, but I was like, no, I need my laptop.
Never late to never, bro. Straight up, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You already know. Definitely, bro. Appreciate it. Prop, man. What's up with you, Prop? What's going on with you, brother? Pause, man.
Bro, nothing, man. Box openings, videotaping stuff. I did get my Falcon in, so I posted that. So definitely check that out. The Brave New World joint, and it was dope, dude. I got getting the new one made me be a little bit bold in posing the Falcon and Winter Soldier one because I had it in a standard pose. So it was like, man, let me play around with these joints a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. But anyway, everything sounds so bad when it comes out now, out your mouth. But like Manny and Chewy said, man, dude, it's good. Yo, I think we spent some time on other shows this week talking about the negativity of just some of the negative stuff about our culture. I still feel good that this is a safe place. Like even when we disagree or we're not all on the same page, it's never toxic. It's never ugly. And it's and you know, us on the panel include and those listening as well, dude. So this is definitely a good. Just always feel good when I'm on here. Every time I get off, yo, my wife says that my laugh is corny. She said that my laugh is corny and different when I'm on air because she can hear me laughing through the floor. So if y'all hear me come up with a whole new laugh next week, that's the reason why. From down here laughing like Mark Hamill, I'm working on it.
That's crazy.
But that's it, man. Just working, man. Just trying to put these shows out, baby. Just trying to stay relevant.
Yeah, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here as always. And last but definitely not least, we got Press X to continue, bro. What's going on with you, bro?
You know, living the dream. What can I say? No, thanks so much for having me on. It's always a fun time to talk plastic and pop culture with all y'all, and lots to look forward to this coming week. I mean, let's face it. Tuesday we have the last 3 episodes of Iron Hearts. I'm definitely looking forward to
Cannot
Gotta
wait.
start
finale. I'm liking that show quite a lot, and I can't wait to see where it goes because it did end on a bit of a cliffhanger. Everything has gone to hell, so Riri needs to pull it together, and she needs to save the day, or I don't know. But it's going some interesting places, and I can't wait to see how it all ends up. And then, of course, on Wednesday, I'm seeing Jurassic World Rebirth, and then later on Cheeks Day, say what?
Wednesday, you already know.
Very exciting. And then on Thursday, I'm going to be out of town in Montreal, but I will be able to call in to Uncivilized Scoundrels because Caravan of Courage will be discussed this Thursday on Into the Live Scoundrels.
Yep. It's gonna be nutty. Caravan of Courage.
Caravan of Courage is going to be this Thursday. So very excited about that, and I can't wait to see what comes our way this week, because there was always something around the corner, and I have a feeling things are going to start to pick up now that it's been a little quiet, too quiet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all about to change.
We'll get
it's about to rev up. It's definitely about to rev up. So I think there's going to be a lot popping off this week. So we just got to kind of wait and see how that's going to do. But yeah, it's going to be a lot. So definitely, man, appreciate you being here. Everybody out there in the chat, thank you for being here and supporting as always. Again, tune in. We got Comic Book Talk with Friends tomorrow, which prop where it's going to be. Yeah, we're going to discuss some things because it's definitely worth discussing. And I like, so we got to get ready for it, man, because again, like I said, with the current climate,
Superman drops.
What'd you say?
So I'm waiting for this episode.
Me too.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna let you know.
Go ahead.
I was saying, I'll let you know right now. I'm gonna have to borrow Jedi Kid for one of my episodes as well. Like, I gotta borrow one of your. I got to have him on one of my shows talking about this Superman thing, even though I know we're gonna be talking about it on here.
Calvin, you gotta come on that day, bro.
Oh, I got you, because I was like, this movie may be good. I'm like, Gunn he doesn't shoot blanks, pun intended.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to see that, because he put a post up yesterday with AI Reeves. And I was like, we all know that's the classic. That's the number one.
Yeah.
You can't say this. Wait for it to come out.
Yeah.
And I was like, watch this shit be good. And he gonna be like, oh shit.
Yeah. And this is what I'm hoping. But see, the thing is, I hope he doesn't say it's bad just for the sake of. I know he won't, but I'm just saying. I hope he doesn't, because I think it's going to be good. I can't wait to see. I'm actually seeing it on the 8th.
Me too. Yeah. We all, that's right. I think it's 8.
Yeah, so I'll be seeing it 7:00 on the 8th. The theater it's an IMAX. I think is it IMAX Dolby? I think it's IMAX over in York here. So it's a packed theater. I think me and Toya got the last 2 seats in the back. Which I'm glad, because otherwise we would have been like in the screen area up there. So I'm glad we didn't do that. So I'm definitely excited about it. I cannot wait for that. So yeah, like that show after that comes out is going to definitely be interesting. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be funny. But yeah, man, tune in tomorrow. Comic Book Talk with Friends. Say What Wednesday. If anything drops, coming up during the week, there will be a couple of episodes of The Corner. So definitely wait for that. So I definitely cannot wait to see how everything's going to definitely pan out, man, because it's going to definitely be a good one. But yeah, man, who's this? We got Universal. Hello, everyone. How you doing, man? Thank you for being here. What movie? We talking about Superman. Superman the movie is going to be we're going to be talking about that the weekend after it drops. So definitely here. We got my man, the Ben Thomas Show. Definitely thank you for being here. As always, man, we appreciate it. So it's definitely going to be incredible. But again, thank you guys for being here, everybody out there. For tuning in and supporting. And always coming through and definitely being here. We're not gonna get in that territory. He said you either like it or you love it or you're gonna hate it. We'll see. I can't wait to see it next week and draw those conclusions. But other than that, man, thank you guys for being here. Ben Thomas, stay tuned for the Ben Thomas Show later on today, man, because it's definitely going to be incredible. So definitely can't wait to see that, man. But otherwise, man, thank you guys for being here. Another great show. We'll talk to you guys later on. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. Have a great rest of your Sunday. We are out.